Oh man, I'm so ready. It is Wild Card Sunday. We just had a great Wild Card weekend beginning on Saturday with two great games between the Panthers and who the hell? I forgot who played them. It was the Panthers and the Rams. The Rams won 34-31, and then the Bears stormed back to beat the Packers on Saturday Night Football. We are ready for some Sunday football. We got Bills Jaguars right now. We got 49ers Eagles after that, and then we've got Chargers Patriots to round out the evening. It's about time. Football is here, and we are ready to go. All right, well, we're waiting for people to hop on in. We are going to get this thing going. I slept so good last night. I wish I could have slept longer, but there's football on, so that's not possible. So we got to make this happen. But it's wild card playoff football, and if it was anything like yesterday, we are in for an absolute treat today. So let's get into it. I have set up members. Let's get this thing going. Let's see here. Add that. That looks fun. That emoji looks fun. What's up, Ethan? Welcome in. All right. How's it going, Ethan? Hope you're having a good day. I'm trying to close this emote thing. I don't want to keep them up. How do I not know how to close this emote thing? What's going on with that? Well, who is going to win today? Bills, Jags. There we go. Boom. There's the poll. Bada bing, bada boom. For the red power coat. Yeah, with my Pac-Man shirt. Yeah, 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 yeah. We are. We're sporting it. Bright and early for me for what a Sunday is. I mean, usually I am not bright and early on this. All right, we're in our game. We are started. Jaguars get the ball first, and they're going to run their first play, and they're going to lose 2 or 3 yards on this one. The game is underway. Let's get into the action here. What's up, Liz? What's up, Ethan? What's up, Casey? Liz, are you sure you're not rooting for the Bills? Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence on 2nd and 13 after they lost three on the first play of the game are now in the gun. ETN's going to move over to the left side of Lawrence. He's going to take this snap and drop back, getting pressured quick, gets this out to ETN. He's going to get some room downfield, and he's going to get about 4 or 5. That's going to make it third down for Jacksonville. Looking to throw on third down. Lawrence is going to drop back, throws, and that's going to be incomplete. They're going to have to punt this football. 13:42 in the first. Just had that first drive. Quick 3 and out for Jacksonville, and the Bills will get the ball. I think the Bills are going to win this game. That's my opinion, and I can't vote on it, so that's just my opinion. Just so you guys are aware, I think the Bills are going to pull this one off. Now, let me get the lights on. All right, the lights are on. Totally forgot about that. I was in a hurry to get this thing going. Punt is up, barely. Going to be hit back all the way to the 10. It's rolling to the 8, to the 7, to the 6, and that was where it's going to stop at the 6-yard line. The Bills are going to be trapped pretty far back for their first drive. All righty. What's up, Lane? How's it going? Good to see you. That was almost a blocked punt by the Bills, but now Josh Allen and Buffalo with the football coming out here for the first time today. As you can see, we're still getting a little set up here. Josh Allen's under center. First play of the game for Buffalo. Going to hand this off to Cook. He's going to push his way forward, try to get a few. That's going to be 3-yard gain. +100 rush yards in 9 games this season for James Cook. I knew he was going to be good this year again. There we go. I wonder who I'm rooting for in this one. All right, 2nd and 7. Josh Allen going to fake the handoff, dropping back, looking to throw. Passes to the left side. Shakir with the catch, but he's going to get nothing out of bounds. Great play by the Jaguars. Oh, wow. Okay, guys. Hello. What's up, Rex? What's up, Liz? Yeah, I decided to start the members thing, and I can tell you all the perks a little bit later. But it looked like YouTube added a couple perks of their own. It gives you that little cool badge to show that you're a member. That's the first thing it does. But then also there are other things as well. We're going to do 10 boops for each member. So we're going to do 20 boops now for Derek because we got 2 members, Rex and Liz. Welcome to the Askew Crew Premium. I'm going to do members only live streams, member only videos, and you get fun stickers and that fun badge. And then there's other stuff too, I believe. This is going to be caught for a first down by Shavers, who's done amazingly at the last couple weeks of the season. That's a first down, Buffalo. They're moving this football. That's their first down of the game. In fact, the entire first down of the game. Oh, and now Casey is joined. We get 30 boosts. If you do gifted memberships, it randomly picks people if they have set to accept gifted memberships. I just set up memberships and officially got approved for memberships like 30 minutes ago. So I don't know if I have gifted memberships. I can definitely check. But I'm pretty sure that might be a thing that people can do, or it could be a thing that maybe people just automatically gives people. But yeah, I'm not sure. But if we have 8 or more members on the channel, it will show all of you members at the top of my channel. If you are members of the channel, it'll show all your profiles and your names, like your profile name. And then it'll also show it in every video I make at the top and every single like live stream at the top. You guys will always be like right there at the top if you're members. That's pretty freaking cool. There's a penalty here. I think that's going to be on the Bills, knocking them back a little bit. This is a home game in Jacksonville. Love it for the Jacksonville Jaguars faithful. You get a home game in the playoffs. Like, that is amazing. They haven't been in the playoffs in a while. Actually, they have, but they haven't had success like getting to the Super Bowl in a long time. Back when Blake Bortles did it, that was 2017 that they made it to the Super Bowl. That was a crazy year. The final 4 teams had some crazy quarterbacks: Case Keenum, Blake Bortles, Nick Foles, and Tom Brady. You wouldn't have expected the 3 names that were with Tom Brady in that final 4 teams. All right, Shakir's going to get it on a screen pass on 1st and 20. He's going to get about a little bit more than half of what he needs to make it 2nd and 9. All right, let's see what we got here. You don't know who you want to win? I kind of want both teams to win also. But I'm kind of really still going to pull for the Bills for their first Super Bowl with Josh Allen every single time. Sorry, Liz. I know that you're not rooting for the Bills. If you do gifted memberships randomly, it picks people. I'm trying to figure out how to do that, Lane. I keep reading it, trying to figure out if there's some way it'll click in my head that I could do that. Second and 8, because I'd love to gift you a membership, Lane, if I'm able to randomly gift you one. Second and 8, throw out to the outside, going to be caught for a first down and 10 yards. That's Cooks, who has resurged out of nowhere in the last few weeks with the Bills. They'll go Bills, but you're happy either way. 50 gifted memberships is about $100. Yeah, because they're about $2 each. I did a really cheap number. I didn't want to do it. Would let me go up to like 10 or whatever I wanted to do, and I was like, no. Like that is maybe it let you do like 3 levels, like level 1, 2, and 3. And I was like, we're just gonna do 1 level right now because we don't have enough stuff to do 3 levels, and I'm not gonna. We are brand new at this. We're just gonna do 1 level, and it's gonna be only $2 for everybody for an entire month, and that's it. Don't want to make it like $1,000,000. It's crazy. Yeah, so 50 would be $100, but yeah, there's no need for anybody to do any of that stuff. I don't think we have enough viewers to even actually get that many members on live streams. You can gift any number of memberships. It doesn't have to be that high. Yes, you can gift one membership for $2. You can gift memberships to people for any amount of money. I mean, it just depends on how many you give. It's each $2. Each membership for a month is $2 apparently. I'm still brand new to it. I just got approved 30 minutes ago. It's first and 15 from the 30 for the Bills. Josh Allen looking to throw it. He's going to get pressured. He's going to run now to the outside and try to scramble this. He's going to get some yards. It's about 6 or 7, and he gets taken down by the ankles. Devin Lloyd hot on his heels. It's going to be second and 8. The Bills can't get out of their own way right now with their penalties. Good play. Josh Allen using his speed there, showing that he's got a little bit, of that speed. He's also a pretty tough runner as well. He's been able to pound his head in and try to get some more yards in the past to see if they can do it again today. Josh Allen, once again, second and 8, balls at the 38-yard line. He's going to take this snap and throw quickly to the right side to Shakir, who's going to try to get something, but he gets hit pretty quickly, and he's down at the 39. Going to make it a third down for Buffalo. This secretly loves the Bills. Oh, that's a good troll right there. Ethan is the way YouTube has it. Tom's 50 gifted memberships is close to 250. Yeah, I think that's because he has it at $5 for each one. That would make sense. But his channel, I mean, it's worth it to be paying $5 for his stuff because he's got such good stuff and it's always uploading all the time, every single day. I think, yeah, it's like $5 or $10 for his membership, which would make it around 250. Yeah. Josh Allen looking to throw third and 6, passes to the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. And is there a flag down? I don't think so. He was trying to get the ball to Dalton Kincaid. Kincaid was a little bit out of the reach there. He tried to dive. It hit him in the hand, but that's not going to work, and that's not going to be enough, and that's not a first down. Right off his hand. It's going to be fourth and 6, and both teams are going to have to punt on their opening drives. Bills had something working, but their penalties were really backing them up. Yeah, when we get more people in the stream, I mean, if anybody would like to gift a membership, that'd probably be easier to do then. But I think right now, it's just you guys. Yeah, don't be one of those small YouTubers that charges 100 for a top tier perk that gets you something small. I'm only gonna keep it $2. I didn't even wanna do memberships until next season, but you guys talked me into it 'cause I like the idea of the little badge to show that you're a member and the, special emotes that we can make and then add them to the membership as well. As we're at the commercial break after the Bills punted, so we're talking about it right now. I like the idea of having, like, the little emotes that, you can have that will be custom just to members only. You can also, it says special member shout outs, but I shout out you guys already anyways. And then there's going to be members only live streams that we do, especially during the off season. And then members only videos I make that are a little bit more goofy, maybe more behind the scenes, maybe more of silly like blooper stuff. I don't know. We'll see what we end up coming up with. Or maybe I'll roast certain teams just for the fun of it. Like I can roast your team and then make that a members only video. On top of that, what else we got here? But yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep it as 1 level and only $2. Let's see. You secretly love life more than the bills. Just click on the super chat icon thingy. Okay. Let me click on it too, because it actually will probably show me. No, it actually doesn't show me on this one. We can make special badges. Yeah, the special badges are like the special emotes and stuff that it was saying that we could do. So yeah, we'll have to figure all that stuff out as we go. But I wanted to get it done before the season was over, just so we could all see that it was active and then start getting stuff going on it. Um, yeah, no, I fully plan to do members only streams and videos. That's like the key thing. I also love how you guys have that little badge. So when we keep adding new people who aren't members, they'll see that you have the fun little badge showing that you're an Askew Crew Premium member. I didn't know what the name should be, so I just said Askew Crew Extra. And I have no clue what else to call it. I don't know what to call it. The star can be changed? Oh, okay. Sure. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm not sure. All right, coming back out of the commercial break, they're showing Jacksonville. Looks like it's a perfectly fine day in Florida. You want a Derek badge? Yeah, we'll make one. If you want a Derek badge, that is what you'll get. And your boy Steve. All right. I I gotta figure out how to make badges, but we'll do that during the commercial breaks. I guess I'll hop in there and see. It's at least for the first game, I'll keep trying to figure that out. First and 10 handoff. It's gonna be to ETN. He's gonna get a few. Gonna be second and down for Jacksonville. You didn't think that's what it was. Since week 11, the Jaguars are 8-0. 24 total touchdowns, only 5 interceptions for Trevor Lawrence. That's the most in the NFL over that span. He's been on an MVP pace it in the second half of the year. For a lot of teams that have fallen off at this second half of the season, the Jaguars are not one of those teams. My Cardinals found that out the hard way when they played, that the Jaguars are a pretty dang good team. Yeah, I don't know much about tech stuff either, Ethan. So when Rex is telling me this stuff, I'm like, sure, whatever you say. False start here on second and seven is going to knock them back 5 yards, and neither team really, they're both kind of like us. We've all woken up. At least if you're like me, you've woken up not too long ago, maybe about an hour ago, and now you're just kind of trying to get the cobwebs out, trying to get the sleep out of your eye, trying to get woken up today. All right, it's second and 12 after the false start. Jacksonville trying to get something going here. The first quarter is kind of going away. Well, we blinked once, and now the first quarter is almost gone. No score yet for anybody. This is the third drive total of the game. Second for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Maybe a throw out. ETN's going to catch this. He's got 8 yards, and he's going to get out of bounds. Going to make it third and short. A flipboard one, yeah. Oh, you're in cybersecurity. You should have a sticker that says "Askew Crew." Okay. I wonder if I could just do one that says "Askew Crew." I don't know. I think Derek is lonely. He needs his 2 neighbors and his pet. I also need a nugget one of little nugget. Needs to be a badge. Third and 2. In the gun. Lawrence gonna look for the snap, gonna take it, hands it off to ETN, who's got the first down and more, all the way out to the 39-yard line, and that's a Jacksonville first down. Good blocking on that one. He just broke right through and got everything he needed, anything he wanted there. About a 10-yard gain for ETN. Trevor Lawrence looking to throw, dropping back. He's going to get this ball tipped, and it's almost intercepted by Buffalo. Bishop almost had that ball in his hands. It's going to be second and 10 now after an almost turnover. If Rex wasn't already in the 5-0 first, he would have been in the 99 unit for his tech skills. You don't have any special skills? I think you've got a lot of special skills. It seems like you know a lot about everything we talk about. You seem very knowledgeable about all the stuff we always talk about. 2nd and 10, Trevor Lawrence, 39-yard line is where they are, trying to get to midfield. Neither team's crossed midfield yet today. Throw out is intercepted by the Bills. Number 45 of the defense has it all the way back into Jacksonville territory down to the 32-yard line. And Buffalo's going to take over. And just like that, a team has crossed the 50-yard line because that's where Buffalo will start in the other team's territory. But it's thanks to their defense that they do so. Man, what a play by Buffalo. Interception. What a bad pass by Trevor Lawrence. Really got to have him play better today. He can't be doing that today. He threw that ball right to the linebacker. He did not ever see him at all. He was looking too much at his receiver, trying to get him the ball in front of the secondary. He saw that he was in front of the secondary, but he didn't see the linebacker standing right there. Maybe there was a glare in the sun, or Lawrence came in and made the tackle. And he knows that was a bad throw. That was a really bad throw. Can't be doing that today. All right, 1st and 10, Josh Allen, and a motion over Cooks. He's going to pass this back to Cook, not to be confused with Cooks. He gets a few, and it's going to be down to the 30-yard line, 2nd down. You learned everything in the course, too? You're still feeling bruised after last night's game? Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit shell-shocked after that game, too. That was a crazy one. You know, shit ton of useless facts. Nice. I know a few of those. Who are you rooting for? Lane. No one. Friggin' Bills. Well, Rex, you know a lot about stuff that I like, so that's a plus at least. That is true. Everything we talk about is stuff we're interested in, and Rex comes in like, 5,000 years ago, the paleontologists did discover that dinosaur. They uncovered it. Pass out to Cook, gonna be caught for a yard, and then he's gonna get taken down by Lloyd. Good tackle. Lloyd is a beast, guys, on the Jaguars side. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Would it be nice if the Bills win their very first Super Bowl? You absolutely forbid the Bills to win a Super Bowl. All right, well, Liz, I'm going to be so sorry if the Bills end up winning a Super Bowl this year. They could do it. They don't have the Chiefs in their way anymore. They're always their kryptonite, and they're not there anymore this year. If they get past the Jaguars, it's anybody's ball game. 3rd and 6. I also hate the way I say Jaguars. Josh Allen trying to run on a designed quarterback run on 3rd and 6, and he's only going to get a yard and then get tackled hard to the ground. And two football players sat their big butts right on Josh Allen's head as they were falling to the ground. It looked like it could have been a bad injury for Josh Allen. Hopefully he's okay. And I hope he doesn't have a concussion after that. There were 2 of the defenders that literally dove their asses right on his head. He tries to run forward here, fall into the ground. The whistles were blowing. They throw him down, and then boom, boom. 2 guys land on his freaking face. Oh, my goodness, that looked like it hurt. Here comes Prater, the legendary GOAT of kickers. He's 14 of 16 in his postseason career, and his long was 55 yards. He's only been in 9 postseason games. This is his 10th one. There's 0 on the play clock, and he is trying to there is a flag down, but he's trying to let the refs know that that was not correct, that the play clock was wrong, and they're going to reset it, hopefully. They're saying delay of game offense. I feel like, all right, well, I thought the play clock was wrong, but they're saying delay of game, so I guess they just were taking their time. I thought for sure that that was not a delay of game, that the clock was wrong. That's a bad penalty. It knocks them 5 yards back, and now Prater's gonna have to kick a longer one. Allen is gonna go into the tent after that hit. I did think it was pretty rough. Prater with the smelling salts like the old school players of old. Not as many players use the smelling salts now, but man, he's one of them. He just snipped it, threw it on the ground. That's hilarious. And now, bam, gonna knock this ball in the air. Is it gonna be good? He is such a good kicker, man. I wish the Cardinals had kept that guy. What a great kick by Prater. That's gonna put the Bills up 3-0. Matt Prater, man. He just wanted to make it a little harder on himself with the delay of game, just for the fun of it. They're showing Josh there. His head got hit. Someone landed on it this way, and then as he was rolling this way, someone else landed on his head again. I mean, that is a rough hit for Josh Allen. Really rough hit for him. Uh, Too bad the Packers didn't have him last night. Let's see, check up on the chat really quick here. After the field goal, we got to flip the board first, real quickly. Here we go. The away team is the Bills, which is lucky for them because they are blue. They're going to be the blue team. We're going to flip that over to 3. I know Casey's already here, so she's going to love that. Boom. We got a 3-0 game here. You absolutely forbid the Bills to win a Super Bowl. Tom's knock knock about your get shell shock. Liz wants the Bears to win the Super Bowl. I mean, that would be fine. No 49ers are going to do it. You know, and now we got Casey wanting the 49ers to do it. They're playing in the afternoon game. We'll be on here for that one as well. We got if the Bills win the Super Bowl, you have cheer if the and high mark against the Finns next year. Uh-oh. I don't think she's going to do that one. Yeah, you're going for the Niners in the NFC now and either of those teams in the AFC. All right, we got Captain Rex also pulling for the Niners. I remember you weren't too happy about that, though, Rex. I won't be mad if anyone beat the Bills, Patriots, 49ers get the Super Bowl win. I'm hoping it's either the Bears or the Seahawks. I'm pulling for the Seahawks in the NFC. Cards and Bills and Texans and Lions have not won a Super Bowl. There's a lot more than that haven't won a Super Bowl, Lane. It's like 13 teams. There's about 13 teams that have never won a Super Bowl in the NFL. We went through it one day, but we can go through it again if you would like. There's a lot of teams that have not done it. Too bad the Packers didn't have him last night. I forbid the Bears to win a Super Bowl. They can in 3006. Okay, so that's a long time from now. I'm at least pulling for the 49ers for one game. Just beat the Eagles. That's funny. All right, we're at commercial break right now. Let's take a look at the stats. Pull these up real quick here. Josh Allen has 37 yards passing. Trevor Lawrence, 15. Allen has 2 carries for 10 yards. He's the leading rusher for the Bills so far. Travis Etienne, 2 carries for 15. Travis Etienne also has 2 receptions for 15 yards, and Shavers has 1 reception for 14. Those are your leading receivers for each side. We are back from commercial break right now, everybody. Let's get the kickoff from the Bills to the Jaguars. Going to be caught down near the goal line for Jacksonville, and he tried to take the ball out, but the other guy told him to keep it in the end zone and kneel that ball down. That was a close one. He almost went too far there. Oh, man. 2:54 left in the first. And Jacksonville going to come back out here after the interception on the last drive that they had. They're showing that play over and over that Josh Allen got sat on his head twice, right on his face. And it looks like he's fine, but he's definitely going to be feeling that for the rest of the game. I can tell you that. Right in his neck, too, probably on both sides. The trap area, the upper trap is going to be in pain. Not going to feel good. Trevor Lawrence, 1st and 10. Here we go. Under center, Trevor Lawrence. Looks like it might be a handoff to the right side to ETN here. Heavy blocking on the right side. They're going to move to the left, though, so this might – oh, he's going back right. Then they fake the handoff, looking for blocking. Going to pass this out to the tight end. He's going to get the first down, 11 yards. That is a first down for Jacksonville. And they are moving the ball quickly downfield, trying to see if they can respond to the 3 points. First 3 points of the game. And they're going to see if they can make that happen. We're going to find out on this drive. All right, under center once again. Waiting for the handoff. Trevor Lawrence changing. Looks like there might be just something he doesn't like on the left side of the defense. Takes a snap on 2nd and 1. Going to pass this, check it down. ETN's going to get the first down, and he gets out to the 50. That's a first down for the Jaguars. Put the ball downfield. I hate the way I say Jaguars. I feel like I don't say it correctly. I don't know. Do I? I don't know. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line for Jacksonville. The Jags. I can say the Jags, so it doesn't say Jaguars. Is it Jaguars or Jaguar? Or Jaguar? Is it Jaguar or Jaguar? It's spelled Jaguar. Right? Toss out on 1st and 10. Gonna get that ball all the way down to the 30. What a run by Tootin. Rootin' tootin' all his way down 20 yards, 30-yard, the 30-yard line. That is a first down for Jacksonville. He faked the handoff, tossed it to the other side to the 50, down to the 40, down to the 30, and that's where he went down. What a run. And that's a 20-yard gain in a matter of seconds. He was there so fast I couldn't even call it. Couple missed tackles for the Bills, and they might just keep this running game going right now. Gonna be a handoff to Tootin again. He's got 5, he's got 10, he's got 11, 12, 13, 14. Another good run for Tootin. Wow, running with power and speed and aggression here. What a play by Tootin back to back. That's another 14-yard gain. That's back-to-back first downs off his back and 34 yards rushing in 2 rushes. My goodness, what a couple of good runs. Now they know that they can exploit the run game. If they can keep that going, that's gonna be a good thing for them if they can keep doing it. Keep going back to it. There's 20 seconds left in the first quarter. We are almost done in the first quarter already in the first game today in our triple header game that we got going on today. Triple header stream. 10 seconds. Tootin gets a handoff again. He's got it to the 10. He's down to the 5, to the 4, to the 3, and he's going to go down. Another first down for Tootin. He's got over 40 rushing yards in 3 carries back to back to back. Tootin is doing amazing. He's rooting and tooting his way all the way to the end zone. 5. We got a 5 from Mr. Rex. First super chat of the day from our one of our newest members. And he says, after we're going to commercial break for the end of the first, yo, I've got a really cool idea for members. Either a monthly Zoom meeting or Discord call to discuss whatever. I've seen a few YouTubers do that. Okay, I like the idea. What do you feel about just like a live stream like this for members only, where we just kind of hang out and talk, and we can talk about that stuff as well? We're on commercial break right now. Let's see how much Tootin has on the ground now. 3 carries for 47 yards. All those 3 carries, 3 of the last 4 plays, and he's got 47 yards already. I gotta call my honey real quick. Just 1 sec, guys. Gotta call her real fast. We're doing some tax stuff, so I'm gonna mute my mic real fast while we're on commercial. Alright, we're back. We are back. We are so back. Let's see how we can do this, members thing. Let's pull up another YouTube tab. I wanna see, are all the games on just regular TV today? Just wondering. I just want to see if they're all on that. So we're gonna go into manage stuff. Alright, we're back from commercial break right now. We have a lot of boops to give to Derek. We got 40 boops now to give him. Number 85 on 1st and goal is gonna get that. It's strange. It's gonna get the ball, not gonna get anything on it. There's a little bit of a shovel pass right to him. 2nd and goal. I mean, if Tootin's doing so well, just give him the ball again and then have him punch it in for a touchdown. It seemed like they can't stop him one bit. This is where you gotta give him the ball again. It's crazy we're seeing 3 teams, the Jaguars, the Bears, and the Patriots this year who have new coaching staffs and went from really bad to really good this season. So, maybe the Cardinals can do it too. Lawrence takes the snap, looking to throw, gonna pass to the end zone. It's gonna be caught for a touchdown. Jacksonville's gonna take the lead. It is now gonna be 6-3. Extra point will make it 7-3. It's Brian Thomas. What a grab. And that's going to give them an early lead here. Speaking of hot seats, people are thinking Matt LaFleur may be fired after last night. What do you guys think about the Bills coach? Will he be fired if they lose another first round playoff game? If they lose and get bounced really quickly? Let's see. Well, Pete takes. He's a Dolphins fan. You're not allowed Jaguars to use a car logo. That's funny. The Jaguars didn't allow them to use the car logo. I think the football team is more popular than the car company. All right, time to flip that board, everybody. Here we go. Be sure it's on the right number. Whoop-pow! That was a members only flip. Just for the members only that are in here. Everyone else has to shield their eyes. All right, we got so far 6 votes in the poll. We got Bills 67%, Jags 33% on who is going to win this game. We are at commercial break now, so I'm gonna pin the Discord at the top as a message, and I'm also going to add this Q&A here saying members are now open for everybody to come join, become a member of the channel if they would like to join our members, if they want to. No big deal. Members are now active. A member of the SQ Premium or Extra. I'll say Extra. Boom. Put that there. Oh my gosh. The whole chat disappeared. Oh, we got questions right there. What's the question, as Sean Payton likes to say? There we go. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna go live messages. We're gonna go back up to the Discord link that Rex put. And then we're going to pin it. All right, there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's see if I missed anything up here. SGA Sports Nation is a Niner fan that comes on a live and he's insufferable too. He's convinced that the Niners are the supreme NFL team, even though they suck. Yeah, I mean, their offense is really good. Their defense isn't that great. They're usually a pretty good team if they're healthy, but they did not play well last week. And if they don't play well today, it's going to be over for them immediately. All right. Perfect. We're back in this football game after the touchdown by the Jaguars. Did we have the celebration? Did it work down here, guys, for the Jaguars? Oh, a fumble on the kickoff, and now there's a dog pile for it at the 27. Both teams say they have it. Who's got this football? It looked like the Jags fell on it to me. Will they get the ball right back? Jacksonville may have fallen on this football here. Jacksonville comes out of it with the ball. They might have the ball back, and it's Lloyd who's holding on to it. Yet again, even in the kickoff, he's becoming a beast, and they're saying that the Jaguars recovered it. Ball is at the 27 now, moving back downfield. A horrible fumble and a horrible turn of events for Buffalo. I think we'll do one color for each team here. That would be fair. We got to make it a green that's actually a Jacksonville green. There we go. Close enough. We got a Jacksonville green on one side, Buffalo blue on the other side, because that's the game we got going on right now. And That makes the vibe good. That was embarrassing, Casey. Absolutely. That was absolutely embarrassing. Woo! I'm gonna upload, I think, once I get into it, a members only video every week, but I think I'll start with 2 a month, so once every 2 weeks, members only video. If you guys have ideas on what that should be, let me know. We could do fun stuff. I know Rex wanted me to roast the Giants. I could roast the Giants completely. Then we could do a members only live stream to hang like at the end of the season, we won't be able to live stream anymore until the NFL draft. So it'll give me a reason to go live on this channel, do members only live streams. Um, yeah, we can see we get different ideas up here. 14:05 second quarter. First and 10, Jacksonville Jaguars, after getting that fumble, are at the 36 right now. Going to hand it off to ETN. He's going to take it to the right side. He's going to get a 5 or 6 or 7. There you go, fighting his way forward. That is a 7-yard gain. It's going to be second and short for Jacksonville. And they're already in field goal range again. 1,107 rush yards this season. That's his third career season with 1,000 yards. He's been doing that every single year of his career so far, ever since he came out of Clemson. ETN, the other ETN, his brother, fumbled a punt yesterday, but he is the better ETN at football, at least right now. Tutin's in the backfield again. Lawrence looking to throw. Passes the ball to the left. He's going to have a diving receiver make the catch, and it's down to the 18. What a diving grab. That was Myers. Got traded from the Raiders. He's the only Raider who got out of there and was able to make it to the playoffs with a good team this year. And that's a great catch. Scooped it under his arm. That's a good, clean catch. First and 10 for Jacksonville. Lawrence going to throw quickly. It's incomplete, a tipped ball again, almost intercepted. Myers wanted a flag. He's not going to get that flag. That ball was tipped nicely by the linebacker, though. That was not pass interference. Not sure why he was upset about that. Probably just because he couldn't catch the ball. He was like, come on, give me that. We got to keep moving forward every single play. If I don't catch the football, you better give me a first down. That's what he's thinking. Second and 10. Trevor Lawrence in the gun once again. It's Tutin also with him to the right side. Second and 10, going to drop back to throw. He's going to try to break out of all this pressure, and he's going to go down with a sack. Bills bring him down. 2-yard loss. It's going to be third down. Rosu with the sack. It was Russo. I don't even know how to pronounce that. It's Ruscio. Ruscio. Lawrence goes down. Now, big third down here. See if they can capitalize on that fumble recovery off the kickoff. The Bills have only had the ball offensively one time in this game. This is the third possession for Jacksonville, whereas Buffalo only held the ball offensively once with that field goal. Third and 12, throwing. He's going to actually run it. He's going to check it down, trying to get the first down with his feet. He gets to the 9. That's not enough for the first down. It's going to make it fourth and short. Will they go for this here and be aggressive, or will they take it to a 10-3 game with a field goal? The smart move would be to kick the field goal, take what the Bills gave you, but they're going to risk it here. If you don't get this first down, you're going to regret this later if you're Jacksonville. If they want to go all or nothing, it is going to be all or nothing possibly, though. I don't see the Bills coming out there and not like they're going to just score again probably on the next drive, in my opinion. So they're going to be moving the ball all game offensively. You got to be able to get some points on the board. And now, first charge timeout. Going to be Jacksonville's first timeout of the half, and that's going to take it about a 30-second break here. All right, what we got going on here? Yeah, just kick the field goal, guys. Just kick the damn field goal. You can do it. Just kick the field goal. Once we get to the next commercial break, I gotta run into the living room, help my wife with something involving tax information. Ugh, boring. Ooh, I know, right? Nobody wants to do that, but we all have to do it, and it's boring. Alrighty, 4th and 2, they're gonna go for it. Lawrence is gonna bring ETN to the left side at the gun from the 9-yard line. Can they get this first down? Hands it off. Oh, he's gonna fake the handoff and he dives. I don't think he got the first down. He slipped down. I don't think he got it. I think he's short. That was a run pass option. He decided to not give it to ETN. He probably would have had it, and he tried to run it himself. Lawrence dives, and then he doesn't get the first down. I don't think he got this thing. Was his knee down or was it not down? They're going to review this play to see if it was or if it wasn't down. We're taking a look at it right now. This is going to be a reviewed play. So they're going to take a minute on this one. That's super cool. You've heard the story. Yep. You don't recommend tax evasion, hate the IRS to make another appearance in this stream. Yeah, absolutely. Gotta love the scam known as the IRS. Yep, gotta love it. I think I'll actually make some money on my return because we didn't make enough money this year to have to pay anything. So at least we'll get some money back. All right, they're saying 1st and goal. Now they're making McDermott challenge this. It looked like he was down short. Buffalo would have to challenge. His shin is down and he's short. I don't know if I have eyeballs, but I feel like I have eyeballs. And Trevor Lawrence didn't make that first down. And they're gonna force Buffalo to throw a challenge flag here. And this is definitely a gigantic challenge flag here. You have to throw it. You have to challenge it. All right, 1st and goal. They're gonna try to get a touchdown here if they continue to say that this stands. I don't think even with the dive itself he had the first down, but hey, maybe I mean it was pretty close. Buffalo's challenging that, so now they're gonna review the first down. That was a good challenge. That's what you need to be doing in this situation, making sure that you're challenging that play. Casey's just a chill person, you know what I'm saying? We're not upset about it. It is rigged, but life is too short to be upset about everything, and there's a lot of things to be upset about, let me tell you. But, we're not upset about that little bit. We'll just be fine. Take my little bit of money, get out of here with it, and then F off. I don't wanna see you till next year. That's what I say to the IRS. Shut up and here's my income tax. Get the hell out of here. I know a lot of people who are going to be, in Texas not paying their income tax this year, and I think that that's a terrible idea, but, everyone has free will, so go for it. Alright, I'm gonna put my phone down, I'm gonna run in here real quick and help my wife with this real quick thing. Be right back, hopefully before the game comes back on. Oh, I just stubbed my toe, guys. Not again. Members only puppy time. Only members only get to see this puppy. Everyone else close their eyes. The members only puppy here. All right. We're showing Gene's territory now. Back from commercial break here. And they're trying to see his shin is short. It looks like Buffalo's gonna win this challenge. Great challenge for them. McDermott made the correct decision to challenge that one because they were about to get a first and goal after that. So it's a big deal that his shin hit down. The Bills won. So now it's Bills football. First and 10 headed the other way at the 8-yard line. And Josh Allen's gonna throw this football. Here's gonna catch it. No gain. Second down. I hope it didn't move my camera too much. Yeah, he's my cutie pie. Well, Tom and Perna are streaming this game, so it might be a smaller crowd today here. We're gonna hold down the fort. Yeah, no, I totally get it, man. We're competing against everyone in the playoffs right now. We're competing against literally everybody at the moment. We got Little Nugget. We don't need anybody else. Little Nut, hi, buddy. 2nd and 6, quick throw to the left side, gonna be caught by Shakir. He's gonna get a first down and more. He's gonna juke somebody and get about 6 more. Good move by Shakir. First down for Buffalo. Rah, rah, rah. Let's go, Bills. I really don't care if Jacksonville wins either, guys. I usually root for the Bills because I kind of like Bills Mafia. I say if I had to have a third team, it would be the Bills. Sorry, Liz. But like if I didn't have either of these two teams and they didn't ever exist, I would probably just root for the Bills because I like their fan base, I like their team, I like their quarterback. But I like Jacksonville too. Thrown to the left side really quickly is Allen going to get this ball for about 5 yards downfield. It is now 2nd down. I didn't know Perna streamed non-Broncos games. Why is he streaming this one? Just because it's Sunday, I guess? I don't know. Don't lick the mic, Nugget. Don't lick the mic. He's licking it. Little boy, what are you licking? Huh? What are you licking? Want to hang out with me for a little bit in the stream? All right, 9:30 left in the second quarter. Toss out to Cook. He's going to take this ball for a first down and about 10 yards to the 44-yard line. Buffalo moving the ball downfield. Cook is limping off the field after that one. A little dinged up. Hopefully he'll be fine. They're going to need him. Little handsome boy. He's a Bills fan. Yeah, he likes the Bills too. He's a Broncos fan. That's his team. He's a full-blown Broncos fan. Maybe this is a spicy take, but you don't really like Perna. Yeah, I get how he would be like a very specific kind of you'd be really into his channel or like the opposite. He's got a very unique personality that only some people like. Tom's just like a really good down to earth guy, and then Perna's like he's like a nice guy too, but he's a little bit spicier than on his content than Tom. Tom just calls it like it is and does all that stuff like it is, and then Perna's over here with the constant just cracking all these crazy jokes, and some people I get wouldn't like that. He's got a little bit more of a wild personality. Yeah, but I scratch it. I'm giving him a good scratch right now. Well, it's Josh Allen under center. Gonna take the snap, taking the handoff, looking to throw a 1st and 10. Gonna pass to the left side, almost intercepted. That ball might be caught though. It was almost intercepted by a Jaguar, but then a diving grab by a Buffalo Bill. That was Cooks. Did he fully bring that in? There's also a flag down. We got a lot to look at on this play. It'd be a first down for Buffalo if he holds on. Hey, buddy. I got you. I got you. Yes, I do. Pass interference defense. Penalties declined because they had the first down already. It is a first down for Buffalo. Hi, buddy. Nugget, what do you think of that play? Tell everybody. What do you think of that play? Want to tell everyone? Yeah. He's got his hands on the desk like a distinguished gentleman. First and 10 from the 44-yard line. Josh Allen's under center. Telling people to, I think this might be, we're on silent count. It's too loud. So pay attention to me. All right, it's going to be out to Cook. And he is not going to get anything on this play. He's going to get tackled. No gain. Great play. Perna does have really good crash outs. I actually took some inspiration in a couple of my crash outs from Perna this year for my Cardinals crash outs. Bills is Perna's second team. He said before, oh, well, they're my third team. Well, there you go. Yeah, you don't always like Perna's humor. I don't always like Perna's humor either. I don't like how he always you can all have your own opinions on it. I don't like how he always makes jokes about God and Jesus. It kind of gets on my nerves. It's like every few seconds he takes the Lord's name in vain. And you can believe whatever you want. I don't know. It just seems a little bit trashy. I am a Christian though, so I'm not like I'm gonna shove it in your face kind of guy. But still, I'm like, guy, I'm trying to watch your videos and I don't want to constantly hear all these crazy, absolutely raunchy jokes you're making. This out of nowhere stuff that's like always, I know his jokes are just, they're very they go down one path about his jokes. They're like very, I don't even know how to put it, guys. It's just Brandon Perna humor. Like there's some videos I love that he makes, and there's other videos where I'm like, could have done without the few of the jokes that he made in that one. I mean, it's his content. He can do what he wants, though. All right, let's see here. We got our 2nd and 10 from the Bills across into Jaguars territory at the 44-yard line now. And they are driving, trying to respond. The Jaguars have this lead right now. And Allen's looking to throw to the right side. He's got a man open. It's caught. And that's Coleman. He stiff arms to the 10, down to the 8-yard line. First down and goal now, just like that. That's like a 40. It's a 36-yard catch for Coleman. And a lot of run after catch here. He caught this wide open. The corner did not pick up the right guy. And then the safety got stiff armed to the ground. And then Lloyd had to come over and pick it up because he's way better than everyone on that defense. This is why Jacksonville should have taken the points. The Bills are going to be getting theirs this game. They're going to get their points all game. All right. Now we just have it's the same thing as Matthew Stafford when he got his throwing hand messed up, hitting it into a player. Josh Allen just did that on the last play. We're going to have to see if his hand is hurting for the rest of the game. Cook gets the ball, and it's going to go down to the 2 on a toss play. It's inside the 5 now. Let's see if Allen's hand is bothering him still. This could be a big deal. Hi, baby. Hi, baby boy. His hand hit the helmet of the offensive lineman in front of him. Yeah, it's fine to me if you're not a Christian. If you make a Jesus joke here and there, because I get that you don't believe in him, it's totally okay. It's your opinion. But he does it in every freaking video, guys. Like, it's every single video. That's what I agree with you, Rex. Like, just like chill out a little bit with it. I'm very patient. Hand off on 2nd and goal. Nothing. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 2.5-yard line, and the Bills are going to try to score on 3rd down. It is 3rd and goal. Big 3rd down here. What you doing, puppy? You want to come up with me? Up with me. Up with me. Wagging your tail. I wish I could see you wagging that tail with your cute little face. Come on up. You want to come up here with me? Are you sure about that? No, okay. Okay. All right, 3rd and goal. From the 2-yard line, this is basically like a 2-point conversion. When they're going to be a design run to Allen, he's going to get this ball. He's going to push his way in. I think he got past the plane. And that's going to be a touchdown for Buffalo. Hopefully Allen's okay. He's been getting beat up in this game, guys. So a design quarterback run is not what you like there, and he's still laying on the ground. A design quarterback run when your quarterback's already gotten dinged up twice in this game, 2 different body parts, is like the stupidest thing you could call, but it worked out well for a touchdown there. And the Bills have a score. They're going to retake the lead. First touchdown of the game for them. I think that's a horrible play. You should have just gone to Cook on that one. You like a lot of Perna's humor. He's not your favorite, but you'll take him all day, You'll take you'll take Tree any day over Perna? You mean Tom, I think. You're saying Tom over Perna any day? I mean, that's valid. You don't like all the stuff. He has his moments. Yeah, no, I think Perna's my second favorite NFL streamer. I just talked a lot of crap about him, but that's my only negative thing about him. I really like his humor otherwise. I think he's a really great YouTuber. Pick us up, it's good. We get to flip that board. And there we go. We got a 1 and we got a 0. And it's now 10-7. Buffalo regains the lead. We've had 3 lead changes in this game already. And we have 7 people hanging out in the stream. Come hang out with us. It is free. No commercial breaks. Oh, what's up, Casey? How's it going? We're just talking about I think I gotta catch up on this thing here. Man, they brought the ball way down the field. They really did, Casey. They were moving it quick. Jag should have kicked the field goal. Casey, I'm atheist, but I'm not gonna crack God jokes with my religious friends. That's not very respectful or kind. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate that, Casey. He's very respectful of you. I mainly watch his stuff just for the curse wheel and power rankings when he does GPS with Tom. I was watching all his stuff. The main thing I was watching was his Broncos recaps. That's the main thing I watch him for. I don't really watch many of his other videos just because it started getting to the point where every single week had the same thing, same kind of jokes that were I didn't appreciate. But other than that, I think he's a great YouTuber, and I wish him all the best and all the success in the world. And he's the best Broncos YouTuber there is on all of YouTube. So he's got that going. You'll say it again. The Jags should have kicked the darn field goal. I was saying that earlier. Jags should have kicked the field goal. They should have a 10-10 tie right now. I knew that Buffalo was going to go down and get some points on this drive. They've only had the ball 2 times. They've scored both times now. They're just going to go down and score this damn football. You can't go ahead. You can't go do that. Now, guys, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I do cuss a few times on the stream. I'm not perfect, but I am Christian. That is my belief. And you guys are free to your own. I know that Rex, I believe, also is. But hey, it's totally fine. And I don't want to get religious in here or political. We want to try to we want to keep it not political in the stream, especially not political. We want to make sure it's not political here. This is all about football. And but the main thing we want to do is be really respectful to everybody here, no matter what they believe in our channel. And I don't want to make jokes about atheists unless atheists want me to. Casey's probably actually down with me making jokes about. I'm not gonna lie to you. You probably wouldn't mind. You seem very chill if I made some jokes about some atheists, but that just seems like it would be mean. But I would do lighthearted jokes. I wouldn't do like offensive things. I would do things that are more lighthearted. Urinating Tree is really funny. He's a Steelers YouTuber with Tom and them. Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of people talking about Urinating Tree. That's a hilarious name also, by the way. Big return for the Jags after the 26. They get the ball there. You do like how he makes the Chiefs to be Satan in his videos? That is funny. Like, things like that are funny. People should be able to believe in different things and still be kind of respectful. Absolutely. Make fun of whatever you want. I make fun of your identities all the time. Man. Yeah, no, I also like raunchy, dark humor that makes fun of everybody. I'm okay with being made fun of. I have no problem with that at all. It's more of just like the Lord's name in vain stuff he does in every single video. And that got kind of old for me, so I turned it off. And Tom doesn't do that. I think he is a little bit more careful about not doing that. And that's why he's got a bigger audience and he's growing faster. 3-yard gain for Jacksonville is going to go out here, second down now. But that's all. I really still do like Pernat. I'm going to watch more of his videos still. Anytime he does that, though, I usually turn the video off. And it happens like 30 seconds into the video a lot. So I get like a minute into his video max, and then I turn it off. But Tom, I watch his whole videos because he's a very nice, respectful person to everybody. And that's why he's my favorite NFL YouTuber. I think I should watch Urinating Tree, too. That's a good idea. I should totally watch that, too. 2nd and 6 for Jacksonville from the 30-yard line. He's under center. He's going to motion someone to the left side and then fake the handoff. He's going to look the throw to the left side. It's a dead duck, and it was almost intercepted. Did that ball get tipped, or was it just a horrible throw? We're gonna have to take a look because that was a dead duck right there. It was all over the place, wobbly. It looks like it was tipped. Okay, well, that's good because I know Lawrence can throw better than that. I'll catch up with the chat here shortly once we get the next punt or something, and we'll continue to talk about whatever we're talking about in the chat. I know there's like 6 messages I've missed so far. 3rd and 6, 4 minutes and 46 seconds left in the second quarter. Ball still at the 30, and Trevor Lawrence is gonna take that second time out. Guys, it seems like the Bills are more ready for this game right now than Jacksonville. I'm not saying Jacksonville isn't gonna win, but right now it feels like the Bills are gonna win. They just seem like the more ready playoff team right now. Okay, it's gonna be a big 3rd down right here. We're at the timeout right now, so I'll read a couple messages. First time you made an Asian joke at your expense, Charlie got really uncomfortable, which made it funnier. Yeah, sometimes I make jokes that make Kate uncomfortable just because it's funny, and she does the same to me. But we as long as you don't go too far with it. I mean, out of all the group, Tom is absolutely your favorite, but you still support everybody. Yeah, definitely. I like they got their little group. That's a fun thing to do. I'd love to be in a group like that one day with a bunch of really talented creators, not just with anybody though, but some people who are also, like really talented and work really hard at what they do. I'd love to have a little group like that one day with people. 3rd and 6, look and throw. Passes this ball out. It is incomplete, way behind the receiver. I'm not sure what he was throwing to. That ball was to nobody. Bad throw by Lawrence. It's going to be 4th and 6, and they're going to have to punt the football again back to Buffalo. You got to watch Tree. His humor is better than Tom's. Is it really? Tree literally had a crucifix trying to use its power in a Steelers game last week. Hey, as honestly, that doesn't get me anywhere near as mad as just straight up saying GD or literally, I don't know, saying Jesus Christ in an ironic and sarcastic, joking way. I don't know. I get a lot of people do that all the time. It just bothers me how much you use it in the video. And also, if you say Jesus effing Christ, oh my goodness, that really gets me messed up. I turn Perna's video off every single time right when he does that, and he does it pretty much in every video. So that's been getting on my nerves. So I haven't been watching many of his videos as of late. But urinating trees in the crucifix, that's actually freaking hilarious. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Yeah, come on, Jags. Had a crucifix using its power in the Steelers game last week. Did it? It worked really well. I will say, it worked. All I'm going to say is it worked. I'm just joking. That's pretty funny though. Yeah, no, that was funny. That's really funny, guys. I'm totally with you on that one. All right, we're at a Wingstop commercial right now after the punt. Nugget wants to leave the room, so I'm going to let him leave the room. Be right back. Hey, let's go. Don't stub your toe. I stubbed my toe. That was so funny, guys. I took Nugget back in there with Kate, and then he starts licking the ranch that she had on the table, eating it. He hops up there and starts licking the ranch. That's so funny. All right, under center, Josh Allen. First and 10, shaking his hand still, throwing hand just like Stafford at the 28-yard line. Looking to throw this ball to the right side. He's got a man. He missed him. Very close. He's still got that arm, though. That was a good throw. That was a good throw. Yeah, everyone's got that free will. So, yeah, I do really like Pernus content still. No worries there. That's just how I feel about the man. They're saying he twisted his knee now, too. Allen's got 3 different injuries on his body. That's freaking crazy, dude. It's 10-7. Make sure that our scores are correct here. I bet you the Bills score again on this drive. Josh Allen looking to throw across the middle. He's going to complete it. It's going to be 3rd and 2. And that is going to make it a 3rd and short for Buffalo. I came from like a cult-like religious family on my mom's side, and I had to leave that because it was way too much. Um, I'm much more. I've changed a lot in how I view my how I view Christianity and my Christianity because I grew up in like what was essentially a cult. You do a single thing, you stub your toe, you're going to hell, and that was not fun growing up. You stub your toe, you do one thing wrong, it's over. All right, handoff, 3rd and 1. And he's gonna get stuffed. I don't think he got that. It's gonna be 4th down. They're marking it a little bit generously again. These refs are very generous today. They're giving. Catholic and Buddhist. Did you have one parent Catholic and one parent Buddhist? I do know somebody. I have a friend who believes in nature. I have a friend who has one parent who's Catholic and one who's also like uh, agnostic. I was like, how did you do that? How did they do that? I know it's so hard for people if they have parents who have different religions, for the parents to stay together, first of all. And then secondly, for the kid to like, what is the kid going to believe? Like, like you go find your own path. I don't know. Rolling out to the right side, 3 minutes left, 1st and 10, throw out. It's going to be caught. And that is going to be 5 yards. Is that Kincaid? It's Kincaid who's been dinged up all year. That was my fantasy tight end. Man, all my players really helped me out by getting hurt the whole freaking season. Second and 4, Josh Allen. 2:30 left in the second quarter. We're about to get the 2-minute warning, and then I'll catch up with anything I might have missed on the chat. And then we'll try to see if we can do the gifting member things you guys said. Casey said it was already available. 5-yard gain for Cook. It's going to be a 1st down for Buffalo, moving the ball downfield. And we're at midfield right now with 2:15 left in the game for Casey if you need a time check. Dad is Sicilian Catholic and mom is Vietnamese Buddhist. They met during the Vietnam War. Wasn't that sweet? That's very sweet. I hope that they're happy together. My family, my parents divorced when I was 0. Like I was born and they were like, "We're done." I didn't even remember a moment where my parents were together. But me and my wife are trying to be different and stay together forever and not get divorced. Your dad's a jerk and you hate him? Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. My mom's a bit of a jerk herself in her own ways, but my dad, I love my dad to death. And I love my mom too, but she's just a bit of a butthole sometimes. They hate each other but are still married. Oh my goodness. They should just cut that thing off if they hate each other. If they hate each other, get rid of that. I'm not going to be your therapist. I don't want to be your therapist or anything. I'm not a therapist, but I could definitely, if you want to, if you guys ever want to vent or talk, feel free to in the chat. Go for it. But I am not a therapist. I will always give you some encouraging words. They should definitely break that thing off, guys. Your mom kidnapped you. Is that real, Rex? Oh my goodness. I almost thought you were. Are you joking, Rex? Or are you? That's awful. The Askew crew getting deep here in the chat. We're getting deep today, guys. Everybody else, we got the Discord link. We got the members now active. We got our poll, 8 votes. Bill's gonna win. 6 of them think Bills are gonna win. 2 of you think the Jags are gonna win. Out of everyone in your family, your parents are the only ones that have been married only once without getting a divorce. Wow. Well, that's a great example they set for you. That's awesome. I don't blame anybody if they have to get a divorce for some whatever reason. No big deal. I know it happens. I know like it's not the best thing to like you wish that you could just get married and it would happen perfectly, but I've also dealt in situations where people have domestic abuse going on, someone's addicted to horrible drugs. Like there's a lot of situations that get really nasty. And I understand sometimes you got to break that stuff off. It is not good. And so no judgment coming from me whatsoever. I understand there's a lot of stuff going on in certain relationships. But my parents just my mom went kind of crazy, didn't like my dad anymore. She had brain surgery. It was kind of like a movie. She had brain surgery. She came out of the surgery a completely different person, didn't love my dad anymore. Had kind of a little gone a little bit crazy and she divorced him. She made them get a divorce and my it broke my dad in half. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with ever since I was born. But anyways, back to football after that cheery note. Uh, 2-yard gain by the Bills, gonna make it second and long here. And then sold you back to the family for 300 so she could get more meth. Oh my gosh. Maybe I shouldn't say that word on stream. I don't wanna get demonetized. Actually, I'm not monetized, but I don't wanna get my stream taken down. You vote for the Jags, now you're thinking they're going to let you down? Sorry, Casey, I hope they don't let you down. Hey, don't let me down. Maybe don't let me down. 130 left in the first half. Hey, this is still a very close game. It's anybody's game. Looks like the Bills just came to play a little bit more prepared so far. Throw to the middle. Gonna be caught to the 22. What a throw. What a catch. Cooks is doing it again, guys. I didn't know he had anything left in the tank. Back when I was in high school, this guy was torching people with the Saints. He's back, baby. He caught that one with his balls. That must have hurt. He caught that ball with his balls. Ouch. Yeah, that's horrible for Rex. Yes, I appreciate it, Casey. It is kind of sad. My dad remarried like a year later. My mom has never remarried because she's crazy and nobody wants to be with her. And that is kind of sad. All right, we got an under review play here for the pass completion. They're going to take a look at that and go to another commercial break. Life is so random and horrible sometimes. Did your dad ever find love again? Yes, my dad did immediately. My dad found love because he's a great guy. Found love within the next year. It took him about 3/4 of a year to a full year to find that girl, and then he's been with her ever since, my stepmom. Um, and my stepmom had issues with me in my childhood growing up because it was a whole stepmom situation. Sometimes I didn't get along with her, but I get along with her now. Didn't know my dad till I was 20 just to find out he's an airhead. He left the minute he found out your mom was pregnant, took your husband to meet him. He wasn't happy that Rich is 22 years older than you. Guys, wow, you guys got some crazy stories, just like I do. Everyone's got their own stuff. I say it all the time. Everyone's got stuff. Everyone's got crap going on in their life. What happened to you built who you am today for the better or worse, so it worked out in the end. Absolutely. I agree, Rex. Cheers to everybody. Nothing like trauma bonding. Same, Rex, you're a stronger person because of all of it. I am also. I'm the person I am today because of it. And even up in this last week where my mom got in the car accident, she blacked out while she was driving. She shouldn't be driving. And she nearly threw herself right off the mountain in that car. And I told her I don't want her to drive anymore because she could have killed herself. I could have been without a mom last week, literally last week on Thursday. This is all what happened. That's why I didn't upload last week at the end of the week. Um, and literally found out like she could have died from that car accident. And after all that, she told me, "Nope, I'm gonna go get a rental car tomorrow." And I said, "I'm not gonna support this, and I don't wanna be around you if you're gonna do that and put yourself in danger. Go live with your parents where it's safe in Alabama." And she said, "Nope, I'm just gonna go get a rental car. Love ya." And she just completely blew me off, which is just horrible. So I'm very disappointed in that right now. But that's where we're at with that situation. Just so you guys know my situation currently going on. But my dad's doing great in Texas with my stepmom. and they're having a great time. I'll read Casey's message in a second. Sorry, guys. We're back from the break. They have overturned that catch and said it's not a catch. Okay. It did look like the ball was slipping around. He caught it with his penis. So I don't think the penis is allowed to make a catch based on NFL rules. I could be wrong. I don't think penises are allowed to make catches in the NFL. All I know is he's probably feeling that one in his lower back. That's all I got to say. He got racked pretty hard by that football. 120 left in the second quarter, 3rd and 7, dropping back. Josh Allen looking to throw. Quick little check down to one of the, I think that's the third string tight end. No, it's Dawson Knox. I thought it was number 80. It's number 88, Knox, the backup tight end. And it's going to be 4th down. I think this is a perfect spot to go for it. You have one of the kickers who can kick the ball further than anyone in the NFL. So you can think about that if you want to do it. Just think about this for a sec, because that's another timeout by Jacksonville. That's their second timeout. I thought for sure they had used one earlier. I thought they had used their second timeout earlier. That's their second. 4th and 4 here for the Bills. Let's while we're waiting here, let's just catch up. Lol, at your wedding immediately after Charlie and you exchanged your vows, your mom went up to your ex and told him she was sad it didn't work out between them and you. That seems like something my mom would do, Casey. Oh my goodness. It's like the meme from the Vines. I do that. No. Holy crap, Casey. That's something my mom would do. That's something my mom almost would. I got a wedding story for you guys at the next commercial break. Oh my goodness. We're gonna drop some rumors here. That's gonna be great. I'm excited for the next commercial break. It's a stepmom story as well. I also have a story about my mom. I got stories. I got so many crazy stories, guys. All right, delay of game. Now they're gonna have to punt this football. They just delay of gade delay of gade. Sorry, guys, that's not what I meant to say. I'm getting delirious, and it's already the first game. We're not even at halftime in the first game out of the 3-game stream today. Delay of gay. I mean, that happens to that happens to some people. Delay of gay offense number 25. Hey, there you go. Got to throw a joke in there every once in a while. Some people have delay of gay, but it was delay of game for the Bills, and they're going to punt this football now, trying to pin the Jaguars back. Ball hits down at the 13, rolls inside, bounces out at the 1. What a punt. That ball rolled, and then at the 1 was like, I'm going to take a left turn at Albuquerque. Out of bounds. What a punt. That's crazy, guys. That is crazy. Holy crap. Thank you for the virtual hugs, Casey. That sounds like something my mom would do at the wedding, though. I think your mom might need to keep her thoughts to herself. So sorry about that. Yeah. Casey, your mom needs to keep her thoughts to herself, just like my mom, right? You have to realize that you can't make some people realize they need help, unfortunately, but it's not your fault. I do feel a lot of guilt about it when my mom does bad things, but it is not my fault. You're right. But my mom's been crazy my whole life. I've been dealing with it. I was basically having to be the more mature parent of her at like age 8. I was having to like take care of her because she had seizures, was crazy, and I'd live with her half the time and my dad the other half of the time. Uh, your mom was bad when you broke up with your ex and dated, married Charlie. Mm, gotcha. How's the game going? What's up, Sirkin? How you doing? The game's a little slow, so we're trauma dumping to each other. Welcome in. Having a fun time. We're just talking about our crazy families. We're talking about our crazy families here. Nothing's really going on in the game in the whole second quarter. It's been 10-7 the whole time in the second quarter, pretty much. Lawrence is in the end zone right now, though, trying to avoid getting sacked. He's going to scramble now for a good gain. He's out to the 20, and he's going to go down there. Great play for Lawrence. An 18-yard gain from the 2 to the 20. It's now 1st and 10 from the 20, and there's 45 seconds. The clock is ticking. Jacksonville has no timeouts right now. Is that a new channel joke? Delay of gay? We might have just made it. Flag right there. That might be a false start immediately on Jacksonville. They are signaling it's on Jacksonville. Bosa tried to jump the snap, but it did make someone false start, I believe. False start offense number 72. That was Little, the offensive lineman. He's not little, I'll tell you that. He's a pretty big boy. Your mom thinks you had a delay of gay, but then you were always bi. She just didn't know. Sometimes it takes you longer than you realize. Your grandmother's developing dementia, and you feel the same thing, Ryan. It's tough. I feel like my mom's developing dementia, but she's only like 57. So it's like early, early, early. Way too early for someone that age. But she's still trying to drive. She's going to get herself or someone hurt. I just don't want to see that one day. I don't want to find out that she's not here anymore or got someone else hurt. All right, first and 15. Throw out to the left side is going to be caught by Allen. That's going to be a 10-yard gain. There's only 15 seconds left, and they're way back. So I know that Little is one of the, I think he's the longest, got the longest leg as far as being able to kick far in the entire NFL here. But I don't think they're going to get close enough for even him. He could probably nail a 70-yarder. That'd be crazy. Could we see a 70-yarder today? That'd be wild. Right. Second and 8. Trevor Lawrence all alone in the backfield. He's going to drop back to throw. Throwing the football downfield. It is going to be. Is that caught? What a. Oh, my goodness. What a grab. And now they got to get up and spike the ball. They got 4 seconds. 2, 1. Spike, and it's 0 seconds. 0 seconds left. They didn't get up in time, and there's a flag down. I don't think they got up with enough time to try a Cam Little field goal. I don't think they're going to have time to do this. The clock hit 0 before he snapped the football. So this is going to be the end of the half after the flag. An illegal formation because of the fact they weren't set. Not everyone in the offensive line was set. Trevor Lawrence is arguing his case. The lady ref saying, "Get out of my way. What you doing over here? Get out of my huddle. This is the ref huddle." Your mom and younger siblings pretty much blew you off. They don't talk to you because they think you abandoned them. Your younger siblings are 12, 18, 22 years younger. They convinced your mom that you don't care about her BS. Wow. That's crazy, everybody. Your crazy stories. Ethan, you have any stories? Flag. We're waiting for the idea here. There's 0 seconds on the half right now. I know this hasn't updated yet, but there's 0 seconds, and we're waiting for the decision. Um, Second quarter, 0 seconds. The refs have been huddled for about 2 whole minutes right now, and we're still trying to figure out what's going to be the call. We're showing the replay here. Game clock is at 0 before the snap, so the half will be over. So they're trying to say that the snap was offsides on the Bills because they didn't get back in time, meaning that it would have been a flag on the Bills, meaning we would have a kick. But since the snap happened with 0 seconds left on the clock, that's going to be the end of the half. The crowd is not happy with this right now, guys. Oh, what would you like to hear? I don't know. We're all giving crazy stories apparently. Aging loved ones is hard, whether it's mental or physical decline. Absolutely. They're resetting the play clock to 1 second, and they're going to allow a kick here. I thought that the ball wasn't even snapped in time, but they're allowing this. This is crazy. Families are messed up. Yeah. One thing that I didn't understand is when you get in a relationship, I thought, oh, I'm so excited for my family to be a part of my wife's family. It's going to be so much fun. And then my mom's side of her whole family decided to be like not very nice to my wife's family the whole time we've been together. Like my mom has not been very nice to my wife ever since I met her. So it's kind of a bummer. I was expecting it to be different, and now my mom and my wife don't get along because my mom's been so mean to my wife. I mean, one time she called her a straight up slut, and my wife's never cheated. She's the most faithful woman I've ever been with, and she called her a slut for wearing an outfit that she thought was a. I mean, she took some modeling pictures and she called her a slut for it because she posted them on social media. The kick for Little is up, and after all that debate, he's going to miss the kick. After all of that debate, everything we just saw, everything we just went through, for the refs to figure out that call and actually gave them a chance to kick, Little misses the kick wide left. That is hilarious, and that's such a Jags thing to do. After all that, that's exactly what Tony Romo just said. After all of that, you chose your we're at halftime now. We got ourselves a 10-7 game. So far, this is the most boring of the 3 playoff games. I will say, this one's been a little bit of a snooze fest so far, but hopefully the second half will be more exciting. You chose your own family, not the family you were born to. They are selfish buttholes. Totally get you, Liz. Watch the movie Homeless to Harvard about Lizzie Murphy, his mom and dad drug addicts. That doesn't. I like watching fun movies, Liz. Otherwise, I get really depressed. So I don't want to watch. I don't know if I want to watch that one, but I appreciate good cinema. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but I like watching the funny movies because if I watch sad movies, it affects me sometimes a little too much, and I'm like, I go to the shower and then I cry. I'm like, in the shower. I don't want to do that. Should have kicked that earlier field goal, but you're over it. You're over it now. Also have a family of your own choosing. Lizzie, mom and dad were drug addicts is a good movie. I bet it's a really good movie. You know the Lizzie I like watching? Lizzie McGuire. That's what I like watching. All right, Bills have a 10-7 lead. Not much action in the second quarter. Really not much going on there in the second quarter. Josh Allen, 14 of 17 for 129 yards. Uh, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He hurt his left knee, his right hand, that's his throwing hand, and his neck in the first half. And somehow they still have a lead. James Cook, 9 carries for 31 yards. Josh Allen, 3 carries for 12. Keon Coleman with 1 catch for 36 yards. Man, that one guy we rated that one time, that Bills fan must be pretty happy right now about Keon Coleman showing up. That was a big catch for him. Shakir has 5 catches for 31. Brandon Cooks has 2 for 22 yards. Shavers has 1 catch for 14. That's such a funny name, Shavers. What are you going to do, shave me? What are you going to do? Trevor Lawrence, 9 catches. I mean, Trevor Lawrence has 9 catches, guys. Just want you to know that. He's been catching the ball left and right. Trevor Lawrence up and down the field, catching it over here, little catching it over there. Sometimes he catches it over there too. 9 or 15 for 88 yards, a touchdown, interception, and he's been sacked once. Tootin has 4 carries for 51 yards. You know what's kind of funny to me? Tootin had 47 yards on 3 carries, and they're like, you know what? That worked really, really well. Let's hand him the ball one more time the whole quarter. You know how he had 47 yards on 3 carries? Let's hand him the ball one more time. That's a great idea. And I bet you if they don't get him involved in the second half, they'll regret it. I was saying it earlier, go for the points. They didn't do it. I said just hand the ball to Tootin. They didn't do it. And they didn't get that 4th down conversion. And now they find themselves down 10-7. And they've left about at least 10 points on the board. They should have cooked that earlier field goal. Hey, who needs anything when you got chili dogs and a family of your own? Your family's very complicated. Your parents aren't bad parents, but aren't supportive, if you get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Ethan. I get what you're saying. So a lot of your chosen family are your aunt and cousins. Oh, you have his stream on another tab. That's awesome, Rex. You're supporting so many small creators. So nice of you. We've had 194 viewers hop in for a minute with us. They probably left pretty quick because we're trauma dumping, but that's good because we're bonding as Askew crew members. 194 people, 8.3 watch hours so far. So that's definitely helping the channel get closer to that 4,000 watch hours total. And right now, we're also getting views on our Packers video we dropped yesterday after the Packers game. All right. Let me tell you that wedding story, guys. Our halftime show today will be telling you stories about my crazy family. Okay, so the first story is about my mother calling my wife a slut and a whore after she posted modeling pictures. She just posted some modeling pictures, like the Sydney Sweeney type stuff in the jean jacket on social media. She had her own jean jacket. She did similar photos. I was the photographer, and we posted it. We were like, "You look stunning. You've been working out so like, look at you. You look amazing. Mwah, chef's kiss. Like, go show off your abs. be awesome. She's wearing this jean jacket. She looks amazing. She's modeling, looking good left, right. I'm like Austin Powers. I'm like, yeah, baby. And then my mom calls her, my mom calls me, cussing out my wife and fuming, and Kate can hear it, and she's cussing her out, and she's calling her a slut, all this other stuff. And no, that was the first bad thing she did. But then my mom also, then a year later, rear ends me while I'm driving my wife's car. She rear ended me. And then when we tried our best to then get my mom to pay for it with insurance to repair the bumper, she then freaking threatened to sue me with my uncle who's a lawyer, the uncle who ended up dying from colon cancer. She threatened to sue me with him because we just wanted to get our bumper fixed and she couldn't afford it and she didn't have car insurance. So now that was the second thing that happened that just made my wife not really like my mom, and with good reason. And then my mom only said like a half-assed like sorry, like after I told her to apologize, and that was in person, but she just like was like sorry, and then tried to get a hug. Like, oh my goodness. Hey Michael, how's it going? We're telling crazy stories about our families right now. If you can look in the chat, you can see there's a lot of other people doing it as well. What's up, Michael? How's it going? What? Who else we got in here right now? Let's see. But yeah, no, a lot of crazy stories with my mother. It just keeps getting crazier and crazier. That accident she had last week was like her sixth accident, and she's gonna run out of luck eventually. But it's not my decision that she's making at this point; it's her decision. Anyways, the story about the wedding. I want to tell you guys the fun wedding story that is just so crazy. So like the bride had her mom wearing a certain color. My wife was like, okay, my mom's going to wear this color, and we're going to try our best to have all the people we know not wear that exact same shade of blue to this wedding. Okay. We don't want them to wear cobalt blue. We want them to wear any other, they can wear any other shade of blue. They can wear any other color, but we want everyone to know that this color of blue is the bride's mom. And so we told my family, my stepmom, everybody, don't wear cobalt blue. You can wear anything else on the color wheel. You got so many options. Just don't wear cobalt blue. And then um, my stepmom was like, "Okay, sounds good." She literally texted her. She showed her the picture of the dress that her mom was wearing. She's like, "Just wear a different color than my mom, um, and so that you guys can be like the groom's family, and it's very clear who everyone is. And just want to make sure that it's very apparent that that's my mom." I think that's a thing that some families do, where like the the bride's mom wears a certain color, and then at the wedding, guess what dress that my stepmom shows up in? A cobalt blue dress. It's the only exact color that she didn't have to pick. She shows up in a cobalt blue dress to our wedding. She sent a picture like 2 days before it, like, "Look, I picked that really great dress," and then Kate was like, "I told you not to pick cobalt blue. It's the only thing I said not to do." And then my stepmom was like, "Well, I like the dress anyway, so I'm gonna wear it anyway." And she got all sassy with her. Like, I got a crazy family, guys. And then she showed up to the wedding with that dress, and she had a tiny little scarf that was like teal, like the color of that light behind me, like a greenish teal, and she put that around to cover the dress. But yeah, so Kate's family didn't want to talk to her at all. That was a little bit of drama. I was like, "Who cares? It's just a dress. Fine, let's just have a good day." But yeah, I guess that's a big deal to some people. But it is kind of a dick move. Not gonna lie. I have a very askew family. Yeah, that's true. Kind of askew sports. We're all named askew. Your mom didn't tell you she was coming to our wedding till 3 days before and then made a bunch of demands. You should have barred her from it, Casey. You're not coming. Circuit sounds like if she had told her to wear a cobalt dress, she probably would have wore something different. Yeah. Next time I'll tell her if we're going to another event where she wants her to wear a certain thing, I'm gonna say you tell her the dress you want her to wear, and then she'll wear the opposite. I want you to wear a green dress, and then she'll show up in purple. Because I don't even get it, man. At least I get along with my stepmom now, though. That's good because we did not used to get along when I was little. Your mom mean mugged you through the entire wedding, even in the photos. Your mom mean mugged you. That's crazy, guys. We're at halftime right now, so we're just telling crazy family stories. If you're new here, tell your crazy family story as well. You got something crazy going on? Let's drop it in the chat. Everyone. Mean mug everyone. Oh, okay. I hear you. All right, it is halftime in Jacksonville. It looks like a really beautiful day out there. Um, I think that, anything could happen in the second half. I'm feeling like the Bills have a little bit more momentum in this one. I feel like they have a better chance of winning right now. But what I will say is anything could happen. Yeah, she's jealous of you, Casey. You not only got the ex that she liked, but then you also got the person after. And she's like, ooh, I can't land Charlie. Mm-mm, can't happen. She just wishes. Want to walk you down the aisle? Oh, yeah. Crazy stuff. Crazy stories for everybody. Right now, while we are here, let's go over to our team stats really quickly. I do understand that we are competing with everybody. So I understand we're not going to have as many people in here today, and that's totally fine. No big deal at all. Also, I've been streaming like every game, so people are probably tired of hanging out with me at a certain point. It's like, yeah, 12 hours with one person in a single day. I'd probably like the next day be like, you know what? Maybe I won't go to this stream today. You'd have to write a book. I feel that. Crazy story. Has anyone had to break into a house before because you were locked out of the house that you lived in? Um, no, I figured out a way to like sneak in through a window. I've done that before. I figured out a way to like pry open a garage door. Uh, had a couple things like that. Had to climb a fence to get in the backyard because the back door was unlocked, but you had to climb the fence, which is a really tall fence. Like me, me and a half. I'm 5'11", and it was like me and a half. That's how tall you had to climb that fence to get in there. Broke down the door. Yeah. All right, right now, Bills have 172 total yards. Jaguars have 185. So the Jags have just a teeny tiny bit more total yards in this game. Passing yards, Bills have 129, and the Jags only have 86. Rushing yards, the Bills have 43. The Jags have 99. So again, that's all Tootin though. Get the ball to Tootin. What are you waiting for? I know you got ETN, but Tootin was running all over that Bills defense those few carries. You got 0 points on that drive. Yards per play, 7 for the Jags, 6 for the Bills. First downs, 9 each for each team right now, so that's very even. Third down conversions is 3 of 6 for the Bills, 1 of 4 for the Jags. Fourth down conversions, 0 of 1 for Jacksonville, none at all for the Bills. Time of possession, 12:40 for the Jaguars and 17:20 for the Bills. Interceptions thrown, 1 for Jacksonville. Fumbles lost, 1 for the Bills. We got ourselves a very even game in this first game, but it's been a little bit slow. You had to break in because your certain family members were addicts and had passed out, so you had to break in to save them. Ethan! Oh gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that, Ethan. Did you I don't even wanna ask. I hope you got to them, hope they're fine. Your buddy was like, "Why'd you do that?" You're like, "I gotta grab my stuff. It had been a day since we had been in there." Yeah, well, I got 2 locks on my door, it'd be harder to break it down. When I get a house eventually, I'm gonna put one of those custom deadbolts in it to keep my family safe. Can't trust anybody anymore. I put a giant deadbolt on that sucker, so that if you try to kick it in, it's gonna be much harder to do it. 1st and 10, and the Bills will have the football here to start the second half. I really like the Jags head coach, Liam Cohen. I really like this guy. I wish that this is the kinda coach I want the Cardinals to get. I mean, we need to be smart. The Bears got a really good smart head coach. The Jags got a really good smart head coach now, and they've turned their teams around. Vrabel obviously went to the Pats, and you know the Patriots are doing now after being kinda irrelevant last couple of years. Cook is gonna get a handoff for a couple yards for start the second half, and we are rolling in the 3rd quarter here. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Ethan. Sorry to hear that. Uh, I've also I've also lost some people as well. It's never fun, I'll tell you that. 2nd and 9, that was only credited as a 1-yard carry for James Cook. In the gun is Josh Allen gonna take the snap, looking to throw to the right side, and that ball is incomplete. Nobody really there, but it was Shavers who was the intended target. It's gonna be 3rd and 9 now. Can the Bills get this first down? I bet you they're gonna pass this one. You gotta try to see if you can get Kincaid open in the middle, maybe Coleman. Another late push there on Allen. That guy's been beat up today, guys. He's got 3 different injuries. They're showing the Jaguars cheerleaders. Not upset about that one bit. 3rd and 9, 14:09 left in the third quarter. In the backfield, Josh Allen quickly throwing to the right side. He's got Shakir. Shakir spins out of a few tackles, and he somehow is going to get the first down. That was a design screen pass in the flat, and he gets about 10 yards for exactly what he needed for a first down. That's to the 37-yard line. You know, someone we haven't seen in a while? We haven't seen Slovakia. You know, Captain Rex, I thought for a while you were Slovakia. You were the guy that was Slovakia. I thought you were the same guy. I thought you were Nova, that Villanova guy, but you are not the Villanova guy. You're a different guy. I thought you two had the same account and you were just pretending you were a different guy for a minute. All right, quick throw by Allen across the middle. He's going to complete this pass. That's number 10, Shakir again. That's across midfield to the 46. Gain of 18 there. What a play. Bill's moving the ball downfield. Your stepdad, who you despise, locked you out of your apartment after you had an argument. So you got drunk and banged on the door till he let me in. That's wild. I got another story now that you just brought that up. Guys, we've all had crazy lives, but I'm definitely one of those people. I got a lot of crazy stories right here. All right, pass here to Cook. He's going to get hit low, and that's a 3-yard gain. That kind of flipped him up. That would be a hit that would have been a penalty against a quarterback. They're saying it's a 4-yard completion. They're going with easy little completions. I guess Allen, the way he's throwing right now, it looks like his hand and arm are bothering him. This could affect them if they win this game going into next week's game and being able to win that one if Josh Allen's not feeling 100%. It is 2nd and 6 now from the 41-yard line. Allen takes the snap and hands it off to Cook. Cook's trying to find some room. He's only going to get a yard out to the 40-yard line here. Is your only account used to comment and stuff on? Totally get you, man. I have one. I only comment on like one account, 1 or 2 accounts as well. The other ones I just use for watching. 3rd and 5 here. Big move, big call. They're right. They're on the edge of possibly a huge field goal. I don't know if they can kick it from here, but Prater would be a guy who could make it. I think they need at least 5 more yards though to help him out. It is 3rd and 5. If they get the 5 though, they got a first down. Pass completed to is that Davis? Is that Gabe Davis? That's Gabe Davis, everybody. That's a first down, 5 yards. The Bills get that, and he's back with the Bills. And he came home to Buffalo. And that is a first down. Nice. That was an out route right there. Really good catch, really good completion. First down and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. 10:50 left in the third quarter. Josh Allen's going to take the snap, looking to find someone to throw to. Tries to scramble, and he is going to get tackled, but that's not a sack. He did fall forward, so that is a gain of 1 or 2. I think they're going to give him 2 on that one. Instead of the sack, Hines Allen's he'll be credited with the tackle. It'll be a gain of 2 for Buffalo and Josh Allen on the scramble. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Ethan. Oh my goodness, that's awful. It really sucks right around Christmas too. Now, I mean, like every Christmas, you're probably remembering that moment. Probably makes it a little bit less fun time of the year. I know it takes a long time to get over certain things like that. So I'm very sorry to hear about all that stuff. It's going to be a third and short. Cook had a handoff for about 3 or 4 yards there. Gets about half of what he needs. Yeah, Ethan, happy we found you. Happy you're here. We're glad to have you part of the Askew crew. Just know that you always can vent to us about anything going on. But happy to have you here in this community of the Askew crew. You are always welcome here. And they're not going to snap this football. There's a false start on the Bills, and they're going to knock themselves 5 yards backwards. It's going to make it a longer third down. Going to be third and 10 now. And that was Knox. Third and 10. Dawson Knox. I got to remember that delay of gay joke. That's like the funniest thing I've said in a while. That's that one guy on the Raiders who ended up coming out. He said he was gay. He had delay of gay. Oh, thanks, Rex. Appreciate it. Shakir's going to complete this pass for 6 yards. It's fourth and four. It's fourth and four. The ball is in field goal range for Prater. I think they're going to try to kick this one. 8:40 left in the third quarter right now. It is fourth down. Prater is going to try to boot this one. Going to make it a 13-7 game. He's 1 for 1 right now of field goals. He's made a 50-yarder today. He is the legend. Little missed his. Prater just don't miss. Let me tell you that. It's very rare to see him miss. This is a 47-yarder. He made the 50. This is 3 yards closer. Basic math. I know basic math, guys. Kick is up, and he could have hit a string in the middle of the upright. What a beautiful kick right there. Gotta love that Jaguars mascot's doing the belly bump thing where they make their belly bounce, just like the Philly Fanatic. I just love that. All right, we gotta flip the board right here. We gotta flip it again because Bills just take a 6-point lead with the Prater kick, and Prater right now is their MVP at the moment. Got ourselves a low-scoring one in Jacksonville to start today. Appreciate you, Casey. Let me tell you guys the story now that we're in the next commercial break here. Um, after Ethan said something else, I don't want to ignore Ethan's comment. Ethan's Christmas has always been difficult. Your grandpa passed away on December 26th, and then your cousin passed away on December 24th. But thanks uh, for letting me tell y'all about them. Absolutely. Feel free to always do so. You're good with math until it gets into a relationship with the alphabet or shapes, and you're out. I was really good at the Pythagorean theorem, the geometry, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That was like the only like high level math thing I was good at. Um, yeah. Okay. So yeah, Christmas has been rough for my dad the last few years too, because December, uh, Christmas Eve of 2023, his dad, my granddad, had to go into the nursing home officially because he had dementia, and so he had to be in there on Christmas that year, and then it was like Christmas roughly of the next year that he passed away. Um, so yeah, Christmas hasn't been fun for my dad either. Now this Christmas, there's another thing that happened. One of his coworkers like got hurt at work and is in a coma now because he works in like blue collar work in like cotton gin plants, stuff like that, heavy machinery, things like that. And his fellow coworkers now in a coma and they don't think they're going to make it. And that happened on Christmas Eve again. He's had a horrible time. Like if I was him on Christmas Eve, I'd wrap myself in bubble wrap and I'd go sit down on the kitchen uh, floor, get myself a big tub of ice cream, and just sit there all day and watch a movie or something. Because I'm not moving on Christmas Eve. It's been a really rough time for him those last 3 years. He's had a lot of stuff going on. But the story I was going to tell you guys about it reminded me of I think it was Liz. Yeah, Liz was telling about the knocking on the door until her dad let her in. She got drunk and knocked on the door. My mom's ex-boyfriend, because she's never dated good guys. When I was a freshman in high school, he got so drunk that he was getting a little bit aggressive with his words towards me. And I lived in the same town at the time as my dad. So I would just go to my dad's if I felt uncomfortable. So I grabbed a baseball bat. I went out into the living room and I told him, I'm going to my dad's right now. Talking about how Dusty got drunk that one time and I threatened him with a bat because they're telling crazy family stories. I also told him a crazy story about my mom. Then I told him a crazy story about Melissa wearing the cobalt dress to the wedding. Kate also, I just told Kate, Kate says, F that bitch. About the cobalt dress story again. No, yeah, anyways, I went into the living room and told him, I am going to my dad's house right now. And he let me go, or I was gonna start hitting him with a baseball bat. Anyways, gotta love my mom's ex-boyfriend, such quality individuals. It's called the Truffle Shuffle Belly Bounce. Oh, Truffle Shuffle. I remember the Truffle Shuffle being a little bit different. We had a really big guy in our high school band that we'd always look at him and point at him and say, "Do the Truffle Shuffle," and then he would do it. But he always did something different than that. So I guess he probably didn't know what the Truffle Shuffle was, and we were probably just bullying him. Actually, just joking. I didn't bully people. He was in on it. He was having a good time with it. First and 10 caught out to the 48. That's a 13-yard pass completion to Washington to start the drive for Jacksonville. They need to respond here. They've been kind of quiet all game long. Sorry, Kate's already gone, Rex. Sorry, man. I didn't see that comment while she was here. 7:45 left in the third quarter. Time is ticking right now. First and 10 Jacksonville. Ball's at the 48-yard line, and Washington's going to move out to the far end here. Moving a man in motion, toss out. This is to ETN. He's got 3, 4, 5. He's got some room to run. He's got a first down and more, and he's getting way downfield. That's more than a 20-yard gain for him. Great game continuing for the rushing game. Just keep the ball on the ground if you're Jacksonville. It's working so well. ETN's getting whatever he wants. Tootin's getting whatever he wants. Keep the ball on the ground. This running defense is having a terrible time stopping them right now. Ball's all the way down to the 26-yard line, and they're moving quickly downfield. Romo just said 6'7", and I don't even know. I can't explain to you how annoying it is that I just heard Tony Romo say 6'7". But 6'7". All right. Lawrence looking to throw, going to pass this ball to the right side. It is incomplete, a little bit high, and this is why you got to keep running the football. The passing game isn't working today. At least until you take the lead, then you can start trying a couple other things, but do what's working right now. Why do I feel like I could be a better coach sometimes than some of these offensive play callers? I don't know. You can't just run it every play. I get it, but it's working so well. They're getting first downs on every carry. Just said it thrice though. What did I say thrice? I don't even remember. I'm talking so much. 6:44. Snap. Design run to Lawrence. He's going to try to get past the line of scrimmage. He's going to get hit by 4 people and then thrown to the ground hard. And that's a no gain. No gain play there. Ball's still going to stay at the 26-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for Jacksonville. And a couple of questionable play calls have led to this 3rd and 10 instead of just running the football, which is working so well. Lawrence got thrown down on his head on that one, and these quarterbacks are getting absolutely annihilated in this game. That looked rough. That was a tough tackle. The numbers between 5 and 8. Oh, gotcha. Jack from Goonies did the truffle shuffle. It's a funny dance. I love that dance. All right, 2 seconds left. Snap, looking to throw to the right side. That ball is incomplete, almost intercepted, and that should have been intercepted by the Bills. It is going to be 4th and 10. If he had intercepted the ball, they wouldn't have had a chance for a field goal, but now they do get at least to bring Little out to try to get the 3 points. Try to make this a 10-13 game. That ball is right through the fingertips of number 27 of the defense. All right, here comes Little for a 43-yard field goal attempt. He missed his first attempt from 54 yards. This is his first game in the postseason of his career. This kick is good. Nails it. It's now 13-10. Good kick by Little. Big kicks for him. He's a rookie. A little bit of nerves probably there. Yeah, we're just getting older, Rex. We think all the memes that kids make now are probably pretty dumb. I mean, it's just the same thing when I was in high school. The funny joke was 6'9", 69. We would just say 69, but at least it had a meaning behind it. Like, you know what 69 is, it's funny. But like 6'7" has actually no meaning. All right, right now we're on commercial break, everybody. We are watching the Buffalo Bills Jacksonville Jaguars game. We got 8 people chilling with us right now. And yeah, right now we got Christopher Walken trying to convince somebody to drink beer to get a lady. And yeah, he's creating a legendary moment. It's Miller time to Christopher Walken, apparently. He said, I'm walking here. Go give that beer to that kind young lady over there. I've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Go give that kind young lady over there a Miller time. It's time for you two to drink a beer. And then you both can have a good time together. Maybe have a family and make some beautiful little babies together. There's no real danger in kids' movies. And Casey, no one's parent dies in the kids' movies. When I was a kid, every single kid's parent died. At least one of your parents is dead. You have a kids' movie, one of your parents is dead. Sorry. It's gonna happen. Bambi, sorry, your mom's dead. What else we thinking? There's a lot of stuff. I mean, Lilo and Stitch, Lilo, sorry, you don't got a father. You don't have a father. I'm sorry. Um, what's another one? What's another one? Just start spitballing. Kids movies when we were younger, the '90s, the early 2000s, there was always a parent who dies in the movie or was already dead, or you don't have any parents. You just don't have any. I mean, it's more realistic. There's a lot of kids that don't have that. But now that I don't know, I agree, there's no danger. I want a taste of the glory. See what it tastes like. Rufio died in Hook, and the kids might yeah, and the kids might die. There's so much danger back then. Now they're like, "I don't wanna hurt their feelings." Well, at least when I have kids, I wanna show them all the movies from when I was younger, and then, maybe a couple of the new ones. I don't yeah, I will agree with you that there's, like, not really many animated kids movies that I even wanna see. In the past, like, even the SpongeBob movies had, like, the innuendo for adults. The funny adult joke humor, like, snuck in there that the kids wouldn't notice, but the adults could still enjoy the movie and watch it as well, and it makes them laugh too. Like that old SpongeBob movie from, like, 2004, that was it was great for me as a kid. Now looking back at it, I'm like, "That's hilarious as an adult too." I love SpongeBob to this day. And now, like, kids movies are just, like, straight up for kids. There's, like, not any of like that anymore. 5:41 left in the 3rd quarter, handoff Josh Allen. He's gonna give this one to Cook. Cook slips a little bit, he's gonna get a yard, and then that's pretty much it. I think they might give him 2 on this one, actually. This seems like a good time for some Dr. Squatch Lip Balm, not sponsored. But if I say it enough in the chat, I can then show it later when I wanna get a sponsorship and be like, "Look, I've already said this in your streams. I've already said this. I've sponsored you already for free. I could do that again for you. Give me some lip balm and some soap." It's so dry out here in Denver, guys. I have no way to describe it to you. My eyes are always dry. My lips are always dry and chapped. I like being dry than always sweaty and humid, though. 2nd and 8, Josh Allen looking to throw. He's getting pressured, trying to get away, and he's not going to. He is sacked down again. Down at the 20-yard line, it's going to be 3rd and long for Buffalo. This Jacksonville defense is keeping them in this game. It's been a defensive battle back and forth. You got to wonder, is Josh Allen feeling himself right now, or is he feeling a little bit not quite 100% at the moment? He's been beat up really badly today. Maybe he needs Haley Steinfeld to be at the game. I hope she's there. You give him some encouragement. They haven't shown her once. Have you noticed that, guys? I don't know if she just doesn't go to the games. You remember how they show Taylor Swift every single time Kelsey makes a play, and they show her clapping up in the booth? She didn't ask for it, but they show her every time. Now he's been married to Haley Steinfeld here. which I would argue is better looking than Taylor Swift, and I think is a less annoying person as a celebrity, and they never show her. That was a hot take. I'm sorry, Taylor. I didn't mean it. Taylor Swift's a nice person too. I like Taylor Swift. That was that was a little rude. I get it. But Haley Steinfeld, I've always been really into her, so I'm a little bit biased. But I just think she's a little more down to earth as far as celebrities are concerned. But they never show her ever. Show us Haley Steinfeld. And that right now, Josh Allen needs like a little smooch from Haley Steinfeld to give him that freaking boost he needs. Because right now, they're doing nothing and they're punting it back to Jacksonville. This is anyone's ball game right now. Bit of a bad punt. It's going to go out of bounds at like the 43. And that's where like actually, they're saying where are they spotting it? The ref is marking it at the 38. 38 of the Jags moving the other way. Anyway, speaking of Haley Steinfeld, anyone seen Ender's Game in a while? That's a pretty good movie. You're not advocating for kids to die, by the way. You work in education. Hey, this is a safe spot to say if you were advocating for it. I know you're joking though, but I work with kids too in my job. They really are sanitized. Um, let me tell you. I mean, yeah, kids movies now are really like dumbed down quite a bit, and they're hard to watch. I know there was the Inside Out 2. That was pretty good with the emotions. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still pretty good. We're at a commercial break right now. It is 13:10. We got to flip it. Forgot to flip it. Jacksonville scored again. We got the 1, we got the 0. There it is. That's an easy flip. It's always easy to flip the 0 back. And right now we're sitting here with a 13-10 lead for Buffalo. Jacksonville's got the ball back now, though. Did the scoreboard update yet? Yeah, no, the scoreboard updated. Google has not updated yet. My scoreboard's faster than Google. Hell yeah. Total yards, 225 for Jacksonville, 211 for Buffalo. Passing yards, Buffalo's leading that one 158-99. Rushing yards, Jacksonville's winning 126-53. So it's been a different style of football here for each team. And Jacksonville needs to keep running the football, but for some reason they choose to not every drive and they stall out because of it. Hand the ball to Tootin. I swear, right now, literally looking at this again, he's got 4 carries for 51 yards. Why has he not gotten another handoff? He had 4 carries for 47 yards. 3 carries for 47 yards. And you haven't given him the ball back. What are you doing? What are we doing here, Jacksonville? Get the ball to Tootin. Yeah, the TV show SpongeBob, like the older ones at least. I don't know about the newer episodes, but yeah, they all have adult jokes in there. Hand the ball to Tootin, Jacksonville. What are we doing? I don't even know what to say, man. If they don't hand the ball to Tootin on this drive, there's a clear coaching discrepancy right now. I mean, ETN at this point still does not have as many rushing yards. He only has 4 carries also for 48. Give it to any of your running backs. They both have 4 carries and half 100 yards. Eating pepperoni pizza, watching football, and trauma dumping, living the American dream. Love that. Hope you're also enjoying your unaffordable healthcare. And off here. ETN's going to get 5 yards, get about half of what he needs for that second down. And Jacksonville needs to do it more. Tony Romo just said it correctly. Jacksonville needs to be running this football more. It's just very obvious they need to be running the football. It's the thing that's working for them today. As far for the Bills, they need to be passing the football. It's what's working right now for them on those short little passes. They need to keep doing that. They're not getting deep passes. They're getting run after catch kind of passes. But the Jacksonville Jaguars getting everything on the ground right now. They need to keep it on the ground. They got 5 yards on the first carry. Hand it off to ETN. That was a draw play. Not really the best running play to get your running back out there. He's not going to get anything. It's going to be 3rd and 5. And now you have to pass. A little bit of a conservative running play. I kind of really hate the in the gun handoff play. It's right up there with the screen pass for not that good of a play, in my opinion. You make the running back run like 3 or 4 yards before he even gets to the line of scrimmage. I just feel like there's a lot of better play calls for getting yardage on a run play. 3rd and 5. In the gun, Trevor Lawrence is moving Washington in motion to the right side. All the receivers spread out to the right. Throwing this ball on 3rd and 5. It's going to be caught by, I think that's Thomas, the big man, Brian Thomas. And that's going to be a first down to the 38 for Jacksonville. They're already in Cam Little's field goal range if he's able to make it with the little breeze they have right now. That's a great route. Really good throw. Trevor Lawrence, 1st and 10 from the 38 of the Bills. They have the football. Going to toss this out to Tootin, I believe. Who is that? Is that Tootin or is that someone else? That's 36. I feel like that was not. I thought Tootin was 33. This is my second Jacksonville game of the year. I watched them with the Cardinals game, and that was it. So actually, I watched the end of the game where they beat the Chiefs. But right now, it's 2nd and 7, regardless of who carried that last one. No one announced the name in the booth. You got to help me out a little bit here, guys. You guys know, they know all the names. They're professional. These guys in the booth need to help me out a little bit. Tony Romo, come on. Toss out to ETN, 35-yard line. He's going to try to get the first down marker. He's not going to get there. He's got a 5-yard gain, though. It's going to make it 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for Jacksonville. 1:24 clock is ticking left in the 3rd quarter. All right, 3rd and 2. Let's see if they can get the first down. I say run the football. Don't run it from the gun, though. Run it from under center. Have him go hand that ball off or toss it out, because the toss out plays actually are working really well for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fake handoff, looking to throw. Going to complete this pass to the 16-yard line. That's Washington. He was going to spin the football, and that is a good first down for them. They're in really good position here to possibly take the lead. The Jaguars are the Cardinals team of the AFC, in my opinion. They're not good very often, but when they are good, I'm happy when they do well. The Bills have been good for a long time. Sure, they haven't won the Super Bowl, but the Jaguars, they're not good very often. So if they can win this game, how exciting would it be for their fans? How exciting would it be for the whole city? It'd be so cool for the team if they could win. Keep their run going in the playoffs. 9 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last play of the 3rd quarter here. Quick pass out caught by Washington. He's at the 15, down to the 11, and runs out of bounds. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. All right. We're going to have a 4th quarter that comes down to the wire. First game of the day, and it's going to be a good one for the 4th quarter. Who's going to win? Who knows? It could be anyone's game. Derek, what do you think? He wants to come up here a little bit to let you know what he thinks about the game. Go ahead, tell him. You're getting shy? Come on, tell him. What are you waiting for? Okay, never mind. He got a little bit shy. You doing all 3 games today? I'm debating it still. I announced that I'm doing all 3 games. I announced that I'm doing all 3 games in the Discord, but I do like spending some time on the weekends with my wife. And right now, I'm really doing all the games that I am doing. While we're on commercial break, everybody who's hanging out here, you're missing nothing. I'm announcing that I'm doing like all the games. I've been doing all these games and stuff because I've been grinding towards the 4,000 watch hour total. And once I get there, we can just chill and do the games we want to do a lot more, because we're never going to have to worry about watch time ever again. I know this channel's growing so fast and so successful, thanks to you guys. And I've been putting in a lot of hard work and effort into it, that it's been growing very, very well. So we're just going to keep making it better and better in the off season. And so we're never going to have to worry about watch time ever again after we get to the 4,000 watch hours. But I've been doing all of this and doing all these games and doing these marathon streams because of the fact that I'm trying to hit the 4,000 watch hours before the end of the season. But honestly, I'm still debating, Ethan, if I'm going to do all 3 games today. I may stop after the 49ers Eagles, or I may take a break in the middle and then come back for Sunday night football. I just kind of want to spend some time with my wife. It's been a rough couple of weeks for me to start the year. And we did the first 2 games yesterday, which were awesome. That was great. We got 91 watch hours there. Really awesome. So far today, we got 12.6. So On pace to probably get to 100 again by the end of the third game. I'm sure maybe one or two of them will pick up in the afternoon. Maybe the evening one will be good. I know Grossi's going to be on all day. I don't know if Perna's going to be on all day. Is he going to be on all day? I don't know. But yeah, I still haven't fully decided if I'm going to be here for all three games. All right, have fun. But yeah, I'll let you know, Ethan. I'll let you know what I decide to do. Um, I love chilling with you guys as well, but I think in the future we'll be streaming at the most ever 2 games a day. I can't do like the 3 games a day is exhausting. Not gonna lie, sitting here doing the play-by-play is actually surprisingly more tiring than I thought it would be. Doing the constant play-by-play and talking for like 10 straight hours. All right, pass out here. Gonna be caught. Washington's gonna try to dive for the first down, and he's gonna make it 3rd and 1 here from the 7-yard line. Yeah, maybe I'll take some time for tonight's game to just watch the game on my own, wind down a little bit, enjoy the game, and do what I want a little bit tonight. I might do that for the final game, but we'll see. 49ers and Eagles is going to be a good game. I'm rooting for the 49ers in that one, just like Casey is. I know Casey's rooting for them. I know Rex is pulling for them in the NFC. I'm pulling for the Seahawks in the NFC, but today I'm rooting for the 49ers. So enjoy it while it lasts, Casey, because I'm only pulling for them today. All right, handoff here. It's not a handoff. It's going to be a quarterback sneak. It was a handoff to himself, and he got the first down. It is 1st and goal for Jacksonville. 14 minutes left in the 4th quarter. But 49ers fans usually show up. Like, there's so many 49ers fans in the country. They're one of the biggest fan bases in the nation. I worked in a sports store for a while in high school, and the biggest request we had was for Broncos merchandise, Cowboys merchandise, and 49ers merchandise. Those are the 3 biggest teams with had fans from all around the country, it seemed, that were always coming into the store. And that was in Texas. I mean, obviously you have Cowboy fans, but the Broncos fans and Niners fans were everywhere. Hand off here. Lawrence with the design QB run, not going to get anything again. And he's getting hit hard. I mean, man, these guys are tough. These quarterbacks are both very tough today. Screw the Seahawks. No. Coach is upset they didn't block that side for Trevor Lawrence. It's now 2nd and goal. 13 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw to the end zone, trying to find someone open. It's a touchdown, Washington. Jacksonville's going to take their lead. I think that might be their 2nd lead of the day. Wait, they had 1 lead already. Yeah, that's their 2nd lead of the day, and they're going for 1 here. Going to make it 17-13, touchdown Jaguars. And they have a touchdown. I didn't know I was going to be the male cheerleader for this game, but here we are. It's time to flip the board. We're waiting for Little's extra point, and then we're going to flip that sucker. Romo just said he thinks who wins this game has a shot at going to the Super Bowl. That is true, Tony. Whoever wins this game does have a shot, technically, at going to the Super Bowl. That is how this works. They move on to the next round, and then they win 2 more games, they make it to the Super Bowl. They do have a shot at making it to the Super Bowl. Tony Romo with the hot takes over here. You make a great but overdressed cheerleader. You don't want to see me underdressed, Casey. This will please Liz. I can't flip it yet. We're waiting for the extra point still. We're on commercial break because there was an injured player. They got a Larry Fitzgerald commercial. He's the GOAT. Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald, everybody, the best receiver in the history of football. More tackles than drops as a receiver. That is unheard of, and it will never be heard of again. All right, I'm just going to flip it right now, guys. This is ridiculous stuff. I'm going to assume Little's going to make it. If he misses it, remind me to reflip that thing backwards. I don't think my board's going to update either. Is there a Jaguar celebration here? I guess I could just look at my own stream to see if that's going off. Maybe Casey, once I work out more and get my six pack abs back, then I can get a little bit. I can show my abs off. I can be a little bit more. Then people wouldn't mind seeing me more underdressed at that point. But I got to get rid of this dad bod I got growing. Got to get back into my high school shape and uh, rip open my suit blazer. That would be members only though. Members only. It's getting a little bit crazy. If we're talking about that. That's yeah. All bodies are amazing. Appreciate it, Casey. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Everyone's body is unique and individually their own. And there's somebody for everybody out there. I'm telling you. Some people think they'll never find love. There's someone for everyone out there. Go find someone as weird as you are and go be with that person. The moment it was kind of funny, the moment I stopped trying to find somebody is when I found my wife. It's weird how that works sometimes. I think it's so cool. Jaguars have that pool in one of the areas of their stadium. That's a really cool feature. It's just like the D-backs have in their stadium. They got the pool in the outfield, and they're showing the kid dancing in the pool. That kid had a six pack. You guys see that? That kid was chiseled. Six. You can see every single ab, six pack. That kid must be doing his crunches. All right, there's the extra point. It is good. We will not have to reflip. All good to go. That was a great throw by Lawrence. Really good catch by Washington too, but that was like threading the needle on that throw. That was absolutely awesome. I think that the coach was reacting a little bit upset that there was a player hurt on the field. The winner, I think that the lowest seed will end up playing the Broncos in the divisional round. Then the other two teams will go at it. The highest seed would end up hosting the next playoff game. If the Jaguars end up winning, they would be hosting. Um, they'd be hosting if the Patriots are the team that has the best chance to continue hosting. If they win, they would host the next game. If the Chargers beat them, the Jaguars win, and then they would host. We'll kind of figure out as the day moves along. Ball's going to be knelt down for the kickoff. That means it's going to be a touchback. First and 10 for Buffalo. Bills need to respond here because the Jaguars have taken the lead. Second lead of the game for Jacksonville. They've taken some of the momentum back. Don't F it up, Jags. Don't F this S up, you mother effers. Gosh darn it. Just joking. I do cuss. I just like in the streams to be as professional as possible. I do. I cuss more than I would like, but I cuss plenty. My wife cusses a lot more than me. Hand off to Cook. Hands this ball off. Trying to get some room. 6-yard carry. It's going to be a good gain for first down. Going to make it second down and 4. Where they mark him. Yeah, in the streams and in the videos, I'm going to try my best to not cuss. I know there's some people that don't want to hear it, so try to make it where maybe unlike every other YouTuber, I'll try not to cuss very much. And then maybe the people who don't like cussing will come hang out with me as well and get maybe some more people in here. I realize that every single person on the planet cusses though, unless there may be 0.01% of the population who doesn't. So maybe that's not a big deal, as a big a deal as I think it is. Maybe that's trauma from my childhood talking. Pass over the head of Cook is going to be incomplete. It's 3rd and 4, and that's not a first down yet. They got 4 yards to go. 3rd down. This is a big one right here. Otherwise, Jacksonville's going to get the ball back again. Allen got hit again in a bit of an awkward position. This guy's going to need an ice bath. He's going to need a gigantic ice bath after this game. It is 3rd and 4 for Buffalo. They're showing the cheerleaders. Honestly, we could have a game cheerleaders versus cheerleaders, not any of those weird thing, but like a mascot game in the video games. Which cheerleaders are better at football? How about that? Pass out here to Kincaid, first down. That's a 7-yard gain, and the Bills are moving the ball downfield, keeping that ball moving. There was a girl that was at like G Golly Willikers or however you spell it. I was like, "Girl, are you okay?" No, she's from the 1940s and she time traveled to this generation. That's what happened. That's what happened. Yeah, no, Ethan, feel free to cuss all you want. I'm not here to tell anybody how to live their life or how to cuss or not cuss in the chat. I'm here to talk about football. Pass across the middle. It is deep downfield. Caught again. This is Knox, the other tight end. That's going to be a first down for the Bills deep into Jacksonville territory. About a 24-yard pass completion, and both tight ends getting involved in the offense here. But yeah, just me on the stream. I'm trying to be professional, especially when I'm doing the play by play and the live streams. I'm trying my best to not cuss because I'm kind of trying to pretend I'm in the booth, but being a little bit more chill, trying to be a little better than the guys in the booth most of the time. I know today we got a little bit less people in here, so we're kind of being a little more casual than usual, kind of just hanging out, talking about whatever. A little bit more than we usually would, but first and 10, Josh Allen. Looking to throw it to the middle again. This one's incomplete, and that was Gabe Davis who got hit hard on that play, and he's having a hard time getting up. This guy can't catch a break. Every single time he's back with the Bills, he gets hurt. This guy came back home to Buffalo, and now he's gotten hit hard again. And that right leg looks, oh my gosh, that was a horrible hit. Oh my goodness, guys, don't watch that hit. That's a MCL tear all the way. MCL and meniscus. All, all right. Well, Gabe Davis may not be coming back into this one. He can't put any weight on that leg now, and that I'm a PT. I tell you guys, physical therapist right here. That was total MCL, meniscus tear, MCL, maybe even ACL gets involved there. That hit looked bad. The way his leg bent. That's at least an MCL tear. We're gonna see what happens on that one, but he's not gonna come back in this game in the next 10 minutes. He can't put weight on his left leg. Shavers is going out. Cooks is coming into the game. It is second and 10. 10:41 left in the fourth quarter here. In the gun, Josh Allen from the 28-yard line going to take the snap, looking to throw. Can he find somebody open? Quick pass out is going to be caught. That goes down to the 24. It's third down. Big third down here for Buffalo. He was upset by women in bikinis. Who would ever be upset by women in bikinis, Casey? Not I. Not this man right here. Summer's my favorite time of the year to go go to the beach. I fully respect the women to wear the bikinis all they want. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I mean, summer's amazing. I love going to the beach too. My wife looks amazing in a bikini. Hell yeah. Love it. Josh Allen running on 3rd and 6. He's going to slide down. I think he slid short, though. They're going to have to mark this short because it's where he starts the slide that they got to mark him down. They're marking it as a first down. The spots have been very off in this game. He slid at the 19, but the first down marker was at the 18. They need to challenge this play. They're going to let him snap it? No, they blew the whistle right before it. They blew the whistle right before it. That's very smart because he didn't get the first down. Challenge flag thrown by, gosh, I keep forgetting this guy's name. Yeah, now who would be mad about girls wearing bikinis at the beach? That's all I'm going to say. Like women, obviously women. I say girls because they are girls, but who would be upset about women wearing bikinis at the beach? That sounds very weird. These girls at the beach here in the summertime, they really need to cover up more. I really feel like in my head that they really just needed to wear a full suit in the water. Make sure that you completely cover up. If I only see those hands, I only need to see hands and a face. If I see anything else, that's too much. If I see your shoulder, that's too much. If I see your kneecap, that's a little bit too much, guys. A little bit too much right there. If I see myself a shin bone, I might not be able to control myself. I don't want to see that ankle either. You better cover up that ankle. Absolutely, Ethan. All right. We're at commercial break right now. This game is just, for how close it is, guys, this game has not been very fun to watch. It's been very slow. I mean, I know both fan bases are so invested in this right now, and this is obviously an NFL playoff game. It's definitely a very close game, but there's really nothing happening in this game right now. We got nothing going on in this game. It's going to come down to whoever gets lucky at the end of the game because right now it just isn't working for either team at the moment. Neither team is really doing too much. Tom's got 11,000 people watching him. That's a slow day for him. I feel so bad for Tom. I made the video last night about the Packers collapse. I feel so bad for him and Packers fans everywhere for the way they collapsed. Yeah, this has been a little bit of a, it's close, but it is a football game. This scoreboard says 4th and 1. Does it know something we don't know? It may know something we don't know. Yeah, slow game. Would have never guessed off our conversations. It's been such a slow game, guys. It has been a very slow game. I'm really just I'm at a loss for words right now on how it's such a close game between two teams that I like both of these teams. And I'm still sitting here like talking about we've talked about crazy family stories. We talked about death. We talked about jokes. We talked about delay of gay. We talked about we created a new joke in this chat. We talked about religion. We went into all sorts of stuff. The only forbidden topic for me that I really just never want to get into on this channel is politics. Like, Lord have mercy, let's not talk about politics ever. I like leave that for the news. That's the only thing that I agree that I think we all can agree on. Let's keep that crap out of the chat forever. Hand off here, quarterback sneak. And Allen's going to get 3. That's a first down for them. They're going to keep this moving. So the challenge was successful for Jacksonville, but it didn't end up working out. But it did at least give the opportunity and make it where you had to get the 4th down. They did successfully get that though. Charlie got home for lunch break and was like, "Don't want to talk about football. Football is dead to you." Dead to you. I feel sorry. Sorry, Charlie. Does Charlie like the Packers? Is he a big Packers fan? I thought you guys were both into the 49ers. I totally forgot though. Or was he Seahawks and you were 49ers? Delay of gay has to be an emote somehow. I need that to be a badge, please. I don't know how to do that, guys. I'll try my best. I really don't know how to make words a badge. Kincaid's gonna catch this football. Touchdown, Buffalo Bills. They're gonna retake this lead. Dalton Kincaid is hurt, but he got the touchdown he needed. If this entire team is injured, they're not gonna win next week. But that's a big touchdown for Buffalo anyway. 8:56 left in the 4th quarter, and that's gonna give them the lead back. Kincaid's been hurt in his leg all season long. His leg's been bothering him. Wasn't even a tough hit. He got up and walked it off, but definitely a little bit dinged up on that leg still. He's very fragile. His little hamstrings can't take it, guys. All right, waiting for the extra point by the GOAT Prater. Greatest of all time. Takes a snap, kicks that ball up in the air, and it is good to go. We have ourselves a 20-17 game. Buffalo's retaking the lead. Is there a Buffalo celebration? Have we seen a single fireworks show in this game yet? I feel like we're not getting anything from this board. What do I even have you here for? What do I have you here for? What are you doing? You're doing nothing. Derek provides more value than you do. By the way, we haven't booped the snoot yet, Derek. So we're going to do that real quick. Look how excited he is. He's so excited. He's ready to get his snoot booped. Oh my goodness. Here we go. We got to do a 10 for that Casey super chat earlier. Let's see what it is. Fan things here. All right, so here it is. We got 3 people who joined memberships of the Askew Crew today for $2 a month. It's the membership. That's all it is. It's just $2 a month for all the member stuff. Captain Rex. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, he's so happy. He loves it. Liz. Boop, 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 boop. And then Casey also. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, there we go. He's loving that. And then also we got a 5 from Captain Rex. and he said he had a cool idea for members to do the Discord call or discuss or whatever. I was thinking, no, we could just do that with the live chat, but we can talk about it. I was thinking I would do the members only live streams. But yeah. Anyways, boop, 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 boop. All right, that's 35 right there. 35 boops. And man, I can't tell you how happy he is right now, but he is so happy. It was Rex's super chat for $5. Yes, it was. There we go. Mr. Sponge is right there. All right, we got ourselves a 2017 game, so we need to flip it. One flip. Sorry, Casey. I know you like to see this. Flip. Boom. 2017. There you go. 2017. Bills back on top. The Jags had went for that field goal in the first. It would be tied right now. Isn't it kind of weird we keep seeing this pattern in every single game, how one team makes a stupid-ass decision, and then they end up, as you can see, losing because of that decision? The Packers, their decision was just getting a different kicker, like keeping Halversick, because their kicker left 7 points on the board. Otherwise, they'd still be in the playoffs. What else we got here? Then in the game before, the Panthers shot themselves in the foot. The Rams also were shooting themselves in the foot a lot, but they ended up winning that one. So they don't learn from the other's mistakes. All right, return to the 23-yard line. Jacksonville, we're going to see if this 3 comes back to bite them. The Rams did it. They ended up winning their game, but the Rams did the same thing Jacksonville did and didn't make it. A lot of very aggressive coaches this year. Like they're like, oh, we got 4th and 2 at the 12-yard line. We're going for it. Just a moment ago, they had to cart Gabe Davis to the locker room. He had a towel over his head, and he's upset. So hopefully he's okay. He went in. Hopefully he will recover quickly from that. Wish him a speedy recovery. It's unfortunate. Really hate to see that. All right, quick throw out, and that's hit as he throws. Lawrence's pass is going to be incomplete. It's 2nd and 10. There's only 8:45 left in this game. Second game on tap is going to be 49ers and Eagles. And then the third game is going to be Chargers and Patriots. It's going to be a good one as well. Packers definitely need a new kicker. Tom put out like 3 or 4 videos about that game. Yeah, he did it all in one day. I felt like YouTube didn't allow you to do more than 3 or 4 in one day, or it like would really mess up your algorithm and not show your video to anybody if you upload too many times a day. But Tom is proving that that is not true. At least if you have that many subs, I guess it doesn't matter. All right, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw this ball. He's going to get this ball out in the center of the field. He's completing it to ETN, and that's a first down and a few more. That's all the way to the 38. That's a 15-yard completion to ETN. We're saying 14, but hey, that was still a good catch. Good catch by ETN. Run after the catch. Avoided the tackle by Milano. And it's 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. They're almost at the 40 right now, if everybody is wondering. And there's 8:10. Clock is ticking. Travis Etienne has 59 rushing yards, 36 receiving yards. Going to get the handoff on this first down. And is only going to get a couple. 2nd down for Jacksonville. 8 minutes left. Clock is still ticking. And if we blink here, this game may be over. This is kind of, we're rushing towards the finish line right now, full speed. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for Jacksonville. 7:40. Clock is still ticking. Team taking their time getting back to the line. And here comes the offense. They're in the gun. Moving number 3, Myers in motion. And still waiting for the snap. They waited literally the whole play clock to snap that ball. Going to throw the ball out. It gets tipped. Incomplete. 3rd and 8. Clock will stop at 7 minutes and 17 seconds. It is now 3rd and 8. Can the Jaguars get this first down? What I like here is maybe trying to get Myers on a quick slant across the middle. I love getting things for these young quarterbacks where they can see the guy in front of them Instead of having to look far left and far right to complete a pass, instead they have a guy sitting right in front of them in the middle of the field. Um, at least get a drag route or a slant route right across the middle for someone. Maybe try to zigzag a little bit. Get someone going this way, someone going this way across the middle. So if you have an option, if the other guy's covered, the other guy will be open. All right, looking to throw on 3rd and 8. Lawrence is rolling out. He's going to throw this ball. It's incomplete. There's a flag down. I think that's going to be on the defense. And that's on Milano, I believe. It's a defensive holding. That's going to be an automatic first down, if that's correct. Holding, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. That's on Christian Benford, actually, number 47. They didn't call it on Milano. They held it. It was Benford holding Myers further downfield. It called for the holding. I don't know about that. Well, that's an automatic first down for Jacksonville. Your favorite is Fiddlesticks? Yeah. I know a single play doesn't win or lose the game, but that kicker really screwed over the Packers last night. You know, he definitely did. If you get Tom Grossi pissed off at you, you've done something majorly wrong. And Tom was pissed. In my video, I put the clip of him where he's like, no, you got to get rid of McManus. You got to get rid of McManus. It's in my Packers video if you guys want to check it out. He was so pissed at McManus. And you can't, to get Tom Grossi mad at you, you got to do a lot of stuff. Pass is incomplete there, underthrown on first down. No flags, even though it looked like there might have been a flag that should have been thrown. Crowd is booing that. No call. It is 2nd and 10 here. I mean, the ball was way underthrown and uncatchable, but still, defender impeded the ability of the receiver to go catch the football. Yeah, that looked like pass interference all the way. Not going to lie. Receiver tried to come back into the ball. Defender was in his way. Didn't allow him to come back to it. Got the ball up with 1 second left. 7 minutes left in the fourth. Pass across the field. Downfield. Got a man open. He's completing it down to the 25. Washington with the grab. And it's 1st and 10 Jacksonville. It's crazy that Travis Hunter isn't involved in any of this because he got hurt earlier in the year. Holy cannoli. I know that Tom says holy cow a lot. Holy cow. I like son of a nutcracker. That's one of my favorite ones. Growing up, we weren't really allowed to swear and make random ones. Favorite one was the what the piss. In my house, piss was a cuss word. All right, an end around to Washington, and he's still going to manage to get 4 on this one. I'm getting the knot in my back right shoulder blade again that I had yesterday. I tried to work it out last night, and it's back. Just sitting in this chair. Oh, man. It just keeps showing up, guys. That knot rears its ugly head. I do. I really do. I can't afford a massage. But Kate will really get up there with the massage gun and just like drill into my back. It's just a matter of if I can get her to do it. Etienne with a handoff to the left side. He's running around trying to beat the defense, and he's going to get 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1. 5:30 clock ticking. 4th quarter. They're moving so slowly. I bet you this next snap happens under 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. We're getting down up on it right now. Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. I think that, yeah, no, that's a song. I was like, did I just say something that wasn't even actually a song? Okay. 3rd and 1. They're in the Wildcat. Wild snap. And that's going to be a 2-yard gain for a first down. Etienne got the first down. They had Lawrence out at receiver on that one. The Wildcat works, even though the snap was a little bit errant. Etienne had to go make a one-handed grab before the snap. A really good catch for him. Stretching feels good and bad at the same time. It's your muscles' reaction trying to be like, "What are we doing? I got to protect you here." But then here's a good PT tip. You got to stretch for at least 30 seconds or your muscle will actually get tighter. You've got to hold it for 30 long seconds, at least 30 seconds to a minute for you to actually get a stretch in your muscle. ETN catches this ball. He's going to break a tackle, and it's a Jaguars touchdown. Jacksonville's going to take the lead again, and the Jaguar mascot goes up to say congrats. I love that mascot, guys. 4:03 left in the fourth quarter. Jacksonville's retaking the lead. We have another lead change in this game. They got the touchdown they needed. Didn't have to kick a field goal. ETN broke the one tackle and got his way into the end zone. Now it's up to Josh Allen. They found themselves in a close playoff game again. You have a lot of Southern saying and slangs. You also probably got a lot of good food, Ethan. Pick is up. It is also good. 24-20. We get to flip the board. Let's go, Jags. They need to stop the Bills on the next drive. It is time to flip the board, everybody. Let's get this sucker going. 20. 1, 2, 3. There's a 4. All right. We're at commercial break. Let's look through our stats for the game really fast. Hop through all those real quickly here. Josh Allen is 23 of 30 for 220 yards and a touchdown. He's been sacked one time. That sack looked pretty painful, too. Cook has 14 carries for 45 yards. Shakir is the leading receiver with 9 catches for 67 yards, and he's not even close, the next guy behind him. Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, 18 of 29 for 207 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and he's also been sacked once. ETN, 10 carries for 67 yards. Tootin still only has the 4 carries for 51. I don't know why they're not using him. He did so well the 3 carries we saw him. And then we haven't seen him for 2 straight quarters. Parker Washington, 7 receptions for 107 yards. And he is the leading receiver for the Jags. The team stats now. It is a basic tie right in there in the passing yards. Bills got 208. The Jaguars have 205. Bills total yards 276, but the Jaguars have 359 now. They have a pretty good lead on them. Rushing yards also a big lead for Jacksonville, 154 to 68. Yards per play, Jacksonville has a 6.8 yards per play. Buffalo has 5.4. All right. Time of possession, pretty equal. And the Bills got to get this ball back and go do something with it. Let's see here. It's colder than a witch's tit in a brass bra. That does sound pretty cold, not going to lie. Also, tit was a bad word. I grew up in a very strict household. My mom's side, my mom would let me do whatever I wanted, but my mom's parents were incredibly strict. And then my dad's side were strict, but they were like in the middle. Like they were strict like a good parent, like a regular amount of strict. All right. Bosa and the Bills couldn't get the stop, so now the offense has to get the job done with 4 minutes left in this game. It's 24-20 Jacksonville, and their defense win them this game and advance them to the divisional round of the playoffs. The Bills returning this football to the 34 where they get the ball. Luckily, no fumble this time. They had fumbled earlier. I need to drink more. Drink water right now, or whatever your red flavored Gatorade is today. It all comes down to this. First and 10, 3:58 left in this game. And the Bills, Josh Allen comes out on the field. Can they do it? Snap to Josh, going to pass the ball out. It is caught, and it's going to be an 8-yard gain. Shakir with his 10th catch of the game. My guy has been the only one involved in the passing game pretty much for this Bills offense. 10 targets, 10 receptions, over 100 yards receiving for Shakir. 2nd and 2 for Buffalo. Their season on the line again. They've asked Josh Allen to do this many times before, and they're asking him to do it yet again. 3:25. The clock is ticking. Less than 10 on the play clock. Allen takes the snap, and they're going to hand it off to Cook. Cook is going to get only one. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here. This is going to take us under 3 minutes in the game. This is a very exciting game all of a sudden. All the games have been good. This has been the worst one so far of the 3, but it's turning into a good one late. They're going to hand this off to Josh Allen on a sneak. Is he going to get the first down? I don't think he is. I think he's going to be short based on the marking and based on what I saw on that play. It is 2:45. Clock is ticking, and that quarterback sneak was a questionable quick call. They're doing a virtual measure. They're doing a little timeout for a virtual measurement. That quarterback sneak did not work out well. Cook tried to come in and push him. Imagine being the quarterback in the middle of 5 big guys, both trying to push you each direction and sandwiching you like an Oreo sandwich. I call them sandwiches. They're like little sandwich cookies, Oreo sandwich. Sounds really good right now. I'm getting hungry. When I wake up, I have a little snack, and then I go to the first 2 games, and I start getting really hungry, and then we start talking about food. No doubt, we'll probably start talking about food next game just because of the fact that I am gonna get really hungry. We're going for a virtual measurement here. Let's see what we got. They're saying first down on the virtual measurement. I don't know how on earth the virtual measurement is supposed to be accurate, but that's so dumb. He didn't get the first down there. All right. It's 1st and 10 for Buffalo. I don't know if they got the first down there, but the virtual measurement says they got the first down. All righty. Josh Allen alone in the backfield, changing what he sees at the line. Moving Shakir around. Shakir coming in to block. Throw to the left side, deep downfield. He's got a man. He's got Cooks. He caught the football all the way to the 20. What a grab by Brandon Cooks, and that's a first down for Buffalo. Big catch for them. Stretch for 30 seconds. That was uncomfortable, but hey, it feels better. It should feel better after. They have golden Oreo cakes that are like Twinkies, but round. Yeah, no, I've tried them. I like the original the most. 2 minutes left. We're going to the 2-minute warning commercial break, and this is going to be a good finish, guys. Oh my gosh, can you tell by the fact that I'm yawning? Can you tell by the fact that I'm yawning that's going to be a good finish? Alrighty. We're going to have ourselves a great finish in this game. It's been a little bit slow to this point, but now it's going to come down to the last 2 minutes of the game right here. Bills have been moving the ball really slowly. They do have to get a touchdown on this drive. They're down 4. Field goal doesn't cut it. You got to go in there. You got to punch that sucker in. All right. Basically, at the moment, let's see how many people we've had hop in here today. Real quick, we'll refresh the thing while we're on commercial break. 260 views, 17.4 watch hours. That's a perfectly nice average amount of watch hours based on what we're doing. Appreciate everybody for hopping in here watching the game. Hopefully we have a really good end to this one. Bills have the ball driving right near midfield, and they're going to try to go and win this one. Not sure why my chat is like that. I can't see. I can always make a stream and turn it into a members only live stream as well. So sometimes we can maybe do that where the post game show, like the Cardinals post games in the future, will be, I don't know, where I do like post game rants or something, will be just members only. And I'll make the stream turn into members only after the game is over so that I can then rant for like an hour about the Cardinals. And we can talk about whatever, or rant about whatever other game. And I can adjust it and turn it into a members only stream halfway through. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. It just depends. We got a lot of ideas, a lot of fun stuff. Want to make sure I give the best content, the bulk of the content to everybody, and then have a couple fun extra things for members because it's just a couple bucks. Want to make sure I give you guys a couple bucks worth of content. Couple really good dollars right there worth of content. Oh, there's like a on the ground over here. It's like a screw on the ground. All right, we're back from commercial break. Josh Allen's in the gun. They got Shakir lined up next to him. Yet again, he's been blocking. I don't know if a running back is hurt or something, but they're going to roll him out. Allen's trying to find someone open. He's going to check it down to Knox, the tight end. He only gets a yard, and then he goes down. Trying to figure out what this was on the ground. Some sort of sharp thing. And keep that up here. The dog will eat it. Oops, I should probably grab that. It might have been an earring. I just threw it in the trash. All right, 2nd and 8. Josh Allen takes a snap. Quick throw out to Shakir. He's going to complete it. It's going to be about 3 yards down to the 14. He fell asleep during the Panthers game. I feel like that was a pretty good game. I'm not going to lie. The family stories were worth $5 at least. Another saying is higher than a Georgia pine. That's true. That's a good Southern slang. 1:16 left in the game. 3rd and 4. Every single play is the biggest play of the game for the Bills. Yet another good finish to a good wild card game. This is the 3rd wild card game of the weekend. 2 masterful, amazing finishes in the first 2 games of the weekend. This game right here was slow, but it's coming down to the wire. It's 3rd and 4 after the Jaguars timeout. Incredible season for both teams. The Bills have been good for a while now with Josh Allen. Can their franchise quarterback lead them to their first game-winning drive of the postseason for him? He has 0 in postseason history for him. Quick throw out to the right side. It's caught by Shakir, trying to get the first down. It is short, but it's like an inch, maybe an inch from the first down marker. It's 4th down. It's definitely 4th down. They got 1 play. This is coming right down to it. Final play of the season possibly for the Bills if they can't get this. Okay, so in the booth, they're saying they think he got there. I don't think he got there at all. I think he's a half yard short. He tried to reach, and then the good defender came over and pushed him down. Yeah, no, he's short. The marker was at the 10, and he didn't get anywhere further than the 10 and a half. Yeah, this is the Bills season right here, everybody. It comes right down to this. Can the Bills get the first down? Let's ask Steve. Steve, are the Bills going to win this game? He was wrong about the Packers last night. It is certain. He says that the Bills are going to win this game. So let's see if he's wrong about the Packers and the Bills back to back. Don't be wrong twice, Steve. Your credibility is on the line here. It's 4th and inches right now. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. This is it. If they get the first down, the game continues. I give the ball to Josh Allen. Push as hard as you can. There you go. They do their version of the tush push. Allen's going to get the first down and more. Still pushing his way all the way to the 1. A quarterback sneak for 10 yards all the way to the 1. They're marking it as a touchdown, actually. I feel like he didn't get in the end zone there. That would be a quarterback sneak for 10 yards and a touchdown. They're calling it right now a touchdown. They're going to review this play. Right now, that's a touchdown for the Bills. What a weird way to lose for Jacksonville fans, and what a weird and heartbreaking way that they would end up losing if they end up losing this game now, if they lose on a 10-yard quarterback sneak where they got pushed backwards. It looked like he was easily down at the 1. I mean, yeah, he's definitely short if his butt hit the ground. Let's let everyone look at Josh Allen's butt very closely here as he rolls. Keep your eyes right on his butt cheeks. Which did a butt cheek hit the ground, or did he keep his butt off the ground and not be down? If he's still up, it is a touchdown because he rolled over everybody. But if his butt hit the ground, he's down. That's going to be down at the 1. They're marking it down at the 1. Okay. Okay. Still a 9-yard quarterback sneak there. I'll tell you the timeouts, Ethan. We got 3 timeouts for the Bills, 1 for Jacksonville. Jacksonville needs those timeouts too, and they've been the one using the timeouts on this drive. I guess they're trying to keep the as much time as possible on the clock. Right now, it is in the favor of the Bills to just kneel this ball down at the 1-yard line, force Jacksonville to waste their final timeout, and then run the rest of the clock out. Either let them score immediately and get a final drive, or like the Buffalo Bills will just run the clock down, and then they're going to try their best to put the game away and not give Jacksonville any more time if they can score a touchdown here. By rule, this Jacksonville's being forced to use their third and final timeout to avoid a 10-second runoff that would have happened from this play. There was a 10-second runoff because of, by rule, what was happening on that play. So now Jacksonville had to burn their final timeout. They have no timeouts now. They were avoiding the 10-second runoff. Interception in the end zone would be crazy, or fumble. Yeah, it'd be crazy. I don't really know why they forced Jacksonville to use that for a 10-second runoff. There was no challenge flag thrown. There was no injured player. I don't know what. There was no flag either. It was a review from the booth, right? So I feel like that shouldn't be a 10-second runoff. They're going to do another sneak again, and Allen's going to get right into the end zone easily with this defense, not being able to stop him. The Buffalo Bills take the lead. It's an Allen quarterback sneak. Quarterback sneak for 9 yards, and then a quarterback sneak again for a touchdown. Minute 2 seconds left on the clock for Trevor Lawrence. They have to at least go down and try to get a field goal. Maybe we can get ourselves some overtime football for the first time this season. They got a minute and 2 seconds. They have no timeouts, but they still got plenty of time if they move quickly. With Josh Allen, the way he's been beat up in this game, basically 3 different injuries he's playing through right now, just in this game alone that I've seen him get done. This has been an amazing game for him. Here comes Prater for the extra point. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it looked bad for a second, but it curved in and ended up being right down the middle. Prater probably knew that with the wind. I mean, he's such a veteran kicker. It looks scary at the beginning, but he makes it, and we got ourselves a touchdown, Bills, and we're going to flip the board. Where's it at? Whoopa! Speaking of touchdown, I'm going to keep my arms up like this. These are 2 teams that could win the Super Bowl, Tony Romo just said. Once again, flip annoyingly. Maybe that was a little annoying for you. I don't know. We'll see. I tried to flip it annoyingly a little bit. You still feel like there's enough time for Lawrence. There's enough time for Lawrence to get the ball to Cam Little. If Cam Little made that kick earlier again, it's 27-27. And we got a whole different game. We're talking about the Jaguars going down to win on a field goal. But instead, we're talking about them going down to tie on a field goal. They did add 2 seconds back to the game clock. A minute and 4 seconds are on the clock right now. We're waiting for that kickoff from the Bills. Lining it up right now. It's Wisnowski, the kicker. He is not the field goal kicker, but he is the kicker. Pretty nice job for him to just have to kick the ball, not have to worry about field goals. And he's going to be down at the 23-yard line after the kick return. There is a Jacksonville player down on the field right now. I wonder if this injured player causes a timeout, if that would be a 10-second runoff, even though it's a kickoff. I don't know. We'll find out if he doesn't get off the field here. There's a Jaguars mascot again. Love that. How adorable is that mascot? First and 10 for Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. They have the ball at the 23-yard line. They have to move the ball about 60 yards downfield to get in field goal range for Little. Quick throw, first play, intercepted by the Bills, and the season is over. Just like that, Jacksonville's fans are going to go home in the very first game of the wild card. Sad and defeated, the Buffalo Bills are going to win this one. First pass by Lawrence got tipped and intercepted. And the Bills get it done. They win 27-24. Just like that, this game is over. It's going to be 2 kneel downs, and the Bills are going to move to the divisional round yet again. What a clutch play by the defense. This pass was not good. And that was intended for Myers. Myers couldn't get the ball. It got tipped in the air. Good defense, and then it was intercepted right there. Jacksonville season just like that comes to an end. Their fans finally enjoying their team making the playoffs again are going to be devastated with a heartbreaking loss right now. 27-24 win for Buffalo, and Jacksonville takes an early vacation quicker than they wanted to this season. And Josh Allen and the Bills will continue on to play whoever their next opponent is. Probably the Broncos. It might be Broncos-Bills next week. All right. They've won the first playoff game, wild card. Jaguars fall 27-24. Just like that, the game is over. Thank you, Luis. Appreciate it. Glad you came in here for a minute. Happy to see you. Stupid freaking Bills, Liz. I know. I'm so sorry. Timeouts hurt them play calling wise. Yeah. Steve redeemed himself on this one with that Bills win right there. He called it. Bills won't go any farther than they just got help by the stupid refs this game. They're so dinged up right now. I would agree. I think if they play the Broncos, it bodes well for Denver. And they were the low seed, right? I think so. They were the 6 seed or the 7 seed. Let's look at the standings. NFL playoff bracket. I just want to see, were the Bills the 6 or the 7 seed? It's the Chargers who are the 7 seed. The Bills are the 6 seed. So right now, the Bills are the lowest team to win. They will be playing the Broncos next week as of right now. But if the Chargers were to win against the Patriots, they would then be playing the Broncos. So right now it's going to be Bills-Broncos next week, and we got ourselves a good matchup there. It's going to be in Denver. Home game for the Broncos next week in Denver. Bills-Broncos. That is what we got at this current moment right now. But real quickly, Luis saying, go Texans. Yeah, that should be a good game against tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. Let's see here. Anything else we got going on right now? We have 49ers Eagles at 2:30 coming up here shortly. Let's see what its streaming is on. It's on Fox Sports, so it's also on TV, on the regular TV. No weird streaming services for that one. In the game tonight, also, it's going to be on NBC Sports, Peacock. So we'll hope it's not on Peacock. We'll hope it's just on NBC. All right, everybody. That's an insane ending to that game. And the Bills end up pulling this one out to move on to the divisional round. They will be probably playing the Broncos unless the Chargers can pull off a win against the Patriots tonight. If the Chargers win, they will be playing the Broncos. But other than that, it will be Bills-Broncos next week. You had to go check on Cold Front Buffalo. He's excited. I'm super glad he's excited. We'll crush the Eagles. We'll find out here shortly, Casey. The best season in 26 years, and it ends in a thud for Jacksonville. What a pity. Yeah, that's a bummer. I agree with you, Leif. Good to see you, man. We're going to take a quick break here. We will be back for the next game in about 20 minutes. So everybody be here and check back in on that one. And we'll be here for 49ers and Eagles. But I'm going to take a 20-minute break. We'll see you all shortly. That ended up being a pretty good game, guys. I'm going to hop off for just a split second. I will make a new stream and then hop back on for that one. Adios.